turns cold. A simple misunderstanding starts to take a hold. Everybody's got a story in their head. Sometimes they hear things that were never said. I could fire back, make the whole thing worse, or take a deep breath and reverse the curse. I don't need a win tonight, I don't need another fight. Take it easy, let it slide, keep a little peace inside. Crazy mad, everything ain't always bad. Slow it down, take a breath, don't let anger be a step. Crazy mad, we don't need to answer that. Listen first, understand, sometimes all they need's a hand. Maybe they're stressed, maybe life's been rough. Maybe they've been carrying way too much. A sideways look, a joke that missed, can turn into a storm that doesn't exist. So I stay cool, keep my balance straight. Not every battle deserves debate. Set my boundaries, speak with care, show respect and meet them there. I don't need to prove I'm right, I just want a better night. Let the pressure drift away, find a brighter kind of day. Crazy mad, everything ain't always bad. Slow it down, take a breath, don't let anger be a step. Crazy mad, we don't need to answer that. Listen first, understand, sometimes all they need's a hand. Step back, count to 10, see the world through them again. Kindness doesn't mean you bend, just means drama doesn't win. Crazy mad, life is moving way too fast. Keep your cool, make a plan, that's how stronger people stand. Crazy mad, leave the negativity back. Listen, learn, understand, that's how we can make it last. Whoa, that's how we can make it last.
What's up, guys? What is up? What is up? How are you guys doing? Hopefully everyone's doing. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the Monday live stream. All right. I got some videos on the docket, so let's get started. Let's get started. All right. All right, this is a video from the Leaf Network. I think they do decent content, so I want to check it out.
Women get real loud.
Yeah.
When women cheat, men get quiet and they leave. And so you don't have the reason ain't nobody talking about it because the other side is like, all right, another okay, I'm gonna go. Where a girl, it's her mission, it's on her page. She talking about it every day. She got T-shirts.
She found the other woman.
It's my brand, right?
GoFundMe pages.
She going to somebody's house, like, girl.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I don't think men go through it that way. They may talk about it to their circle, but they ain't broadcasting. My girl cheated on me. Ain't nobody.
Yeah, my
The
wife.
pride issues, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a man don't want to have to admit that, damn, my woman found somebody else, right? And I'd rather just slide out of here
quietly and just find somebody else, build another life.
Yeah, and spite you for doing it.
Right. So the thing is, the conversations that we've been having around this movie is the silent leaks that happen in our marriages and relationships that we don't acknowledge, right? When you're offended, when you don't like something, when you want something but you don't say something. And so it's like the love is literally seeping out like a small hole in a tire. And before you know it, your love is flat because you haven't attended to it. You kept going, we'll be all right. He didn't mean it, she didn't mean it. And you keep going. And before you know it, you go, I don't even like you no more.
It's an interesting dynamic online when you see men get crushed. There's an understanding, of course, that they're not really going to be very vocal about it, but it's like a hashtag. It's called a gym bro is born. And so you will see men get embarrassed or put in the friend zone or cheated on, or their girl gets took, and immediately it pans to another person in the gym inviting them, like saying, hey, it happens to all of us. Let's uplift you. However, on the other side, I see today that we all understand what happened with, Meg and Clay or whatever, but it's so much of a big deal to spread the misery or to find somebody to come in and accept them the way they are. She puts out what's called the Hot Girl Summer Rules and Regulations. And so it's like an official declaration to say, do what you want to do, be who you want to be with, and say whatever the hell you want to say with all your friends and level up and get money from these dudes after a breakup. So it's two different kinds of dynamics as far as behavior is concerned, because some folks just need attention and to be validated, especially when they've been hurt or broken up with, to not look a certain way. Other folks just feel like they've got to get better in order to heal what they got going on. They don't need to broadcast it. Those are both sides of that dynamic.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, wait. You don't say shit till you speak to the panel, nigga.
Oh, hey, motherfuckers. I want to say this, and I got to keep it all the way raw. Women don't treat us niggas like that. A lot of times y'all getting the butt, y'all good guys, y'all butlers, y'all getting when women mad at us niggas, especially out the ghetto, they take everything out on you butlers because they know they can't come at us like that. So they take it out on y'all. When they come around us, I don't give a fuck how mad they is at me. They gonna have to soak that shit in because they know I ain't hearing that. So a lot of times when these women get mad at us, the finest niggas is the ghetto niggas, right? They come to a point in their life, they get with you butlers, right? And so they project all of the trauma that they had with us ghetto niggas, right? And they
100%. You're seeing how this is what I believe, what I'm assuming, what I've seen of her. Right, she's a woman that's in her, I believe, late 40s, unmarried, not in a relationship. So, what is she doing? What is she looking at? But he's saying facts. Why the liars, the cheaters, the abusers, the womenizers, the misogynists, never without women? Then I don't see, right? I'm not seeing cheaters and liars and abuser complain that they can't get women. I've never seen it. I've never seen actual liars, cheaters, abusers, womenizers, actual misogynists ever complain about not getting a woman, not being able to get a woman. This is the thing where we talk about this all the time. Women love these types of men because these types of men are not boring. These types of men bring out the spark, the butterfly, the fire in women. I've heard this before, right? I've heard this before I forgot where. I wish I remembered. I wish I saved it. But it was like kind of like a player guide, right? Where he says that how you manipulate women is get them to be mad at you, right? If women hate you, it's better than women don't even give a shit about you, right? They ignore you. You're invisible to them. Hating you is no different than loving you. So what a lot of these players do is that they play around with your emotions. They get you to hate them and get you to love them, right? Where you do something, you say something that gets them mad, but then you maybe give them a gift, right? So you give them these up and down, unpredictable emotions, right? You give women unpredictability, they're hooked on you. Because you gotta think there's a difference between what truly women don't like a man, he's invisible to her. He's invisible to her. I'm not saying that 100% if she hates him, she loves him. No, but I mean, it's a balancing, right? Where you make them hate you, and then you also make them like crazy in love with you, shit like that, right? It's an unpredictability thing, right? And a lot of these players do these techniques.
Taking on y'all. Why? Because y'all the easy prey, right? Because the expectation of you butlers was to accept them for who they are and what they done been through. They kids, they baby. You gotta accept they kids, they baby daddies, they grandmama, they deadbeat daddy. You gotta accept all that, and y'all gonna do it, right? Us niggas done treated these women wrong. You know, we treated women like how they were supposed to be treated. You gotta keep in mind. Here's the difference: the women that y'all complaining about, they whole life was designed for us ghetto niggas. Why? They grew up in the same home with us. Y'all butlers, y'all be trying to go after that ghetto booty. Yeah, you might could get one, but they don't. Y'all are strangers to each other. When it comes to when it comes to me and majority of black women, most of them ghetto, we familiar. Why? Because they uncles is like me. They brothers was like me. They daddy was like me. The only thing they heard from y'all when y'all come around is y'all supposed to give out gifts. They treat the good black man like somewhat like the white man. They know you don't got the same power as the white man, but they treat y'all like.
I think that's stupid. I mean, it's like I hate it. I hate it when people bring race into it because, like, how many white men do you think have actual power? You're stupid. Yo, Laughing Man, what is up? Always here first. I love it. What's up, my brother?
You supposed to be nice. You supposed to, because they already done went through the hard, rough, bad shit with us. So you supposed to be saving them.
He's talking about the beta male providers, right? The men that finish last, right? The men that get picked last.
And you ain't supposed to be complaining. You supposed to be understanding them. You supposed to take their kids that we done gave them and neglected. You supposed to love everything about them. This is what they was told. They was raised. Y'all don't understand. A lot of black women that y'all talking about was raised that a man gonna love. He's supposed to love you for everything. I don't care if you get fat, woo out the bam. And y'all been doing that. So now y'all get on these platforms. Y'all been signing up for this stuff all this time. Passive aggressive instead of on your principles from out the gate. Y'all been taking in these women and being passive aggressive, and you really didn't want that. You wanted them when we had them in their prime time, and so now you feel like you've been cheated. They don't come. These women don't come at us niggas like that. They know better.
Out from the Chad's mouth or the Pookie's mouth, right? Out from the Pookie's mouth. He's speaking nothing but facts. 100%, right? Again, the players, the bad boys, the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the high value men, they will tell you. They will tell you how these women are. This is why Kevin Samuels, the Godfather himself, knew what he was talking about. Because he dealt with the men that, dealt with the men that are highly desirable, the men that women want.
Okay, a word of caution for all of the men out there under the sound of this nigga's voice. Don't you never let an illiterate nigga whose women need a porn and some alcohol to get in the mood for him, tell you nothing about yourself. Here, we do not go after men like that. We don't like men like this. I don't know what kind.
Coming from a 40-plus-year-old woman who is single. If you didn't like a man like that, why couldn't you find the man that you supposedly like? Again, a lot of these women are single because they do like men like that, but they can't stay with men like that. Sean, what is up, my brother? What is up?
Kind of women he gets, but I can guarantee you they got BV. They need to go to the doctor and
No, I haven't played the Avengers Ultimate Alliance. I haven't played that one. Is that a new game?
somebody's psychiatrist needs to see them as well. So please, you are never on the same level as this man. They do not use us up before you get us. No.
You know, this is the problem I have with so many women. You don't even live the life that you talk about, right? The shit that comes out of your mouth, you don't even live that life. Oh, it's like, he doesn't, like, we don't, what did she say?
They do not use us up before you get us.
They do not use us up before you get us. You're 40. Were you dating the good men when you were 20? 30? Were you? Were you? Yeah. You're used up, and now this high value man or good, nice man that you want now, you're used up. You're over the hill. You're past the wall.
No. You don't. No.
Big Bo, most men on these platforms would agree with me. By the time y'all even look at them, by the time y'all even give them a eye, they understand that y'all done got slutted out by us many times. The reason why you don't want to tell your body count or tell the niggas you've been fucking with because it's gonna represent us. So you can come up here lying. The reason why you the first one to speak because you get so excited when I come on here. You get butterflies when I come on here because I talk that shit. I'll talk that shit like your baby daddy.
Yo, big bars. What's up, my brother? Again, he's speaking the truth, right? She's triggered by him. She knows those words are triggering.
Like them niggas that you've been dealing with your whole entire life before your titties start scrubbing the flow. And now you got to go pander to these niggas, these good niggas, right? Now you in your 40s, you damn near 50. Now you trying to act like you trying to make pretend like you just good girl, like you so allergic to us hood niggas and who out the bam. Baby, you always have been desired by us when we was fucking the shit out you in your prime.
Oh, it's an old game? Okay.
Time. They can have you now. You can't make no babies. Your titties scrubbing the floor, right? Your back is shaped like a square now. You don't got that arch no more, that booty pick out. You don't got that no more, so they can have you.
Deep down in my stomach for you, JP.
I know you do.
With your raggedy, unclean ass. I do. I really do.
All my baby mamas say I'm raggedy in the mother.
All his baby mamas. This is a thing where I find women honestly ridiculous, right? They love to literally, I'm not saying necessarily she's not with him, but I'm saying like all these women, right? They insult the men they literally give their body to, their time to, and children to. They do this. Like you hear all these women, right? Every time you hear a woman complain, that source is coming from the man she gave her body to. Imagine that, right? Because you think of this, right? Women get the most abuse from the men they choose. So obviously, when they talk, when women say shit, it's because of trauma from the men they choose. Not because of strangers. It's not because of men that wanted her. No, it's because of men she chose. Right? Remember that, right? Women are not traumatized by the men that wanted them. Women are traumatized by the men they chose. It's very important because at the end of the day, it shows you that men right? The vast majority of men didn't traumatize her, didn't make her, I don't know, hate men. No. It's the very select few men that she chose. It's very important to be distinct, because when women say men, it means millions, right? It has to be millions. But when women mean by men, it's just a handful of men that they deal with, right? And again, you hate men so much, but it's because of the men you chose, the men you gave your body to, the men you gave your time to, the men you gave children to. Who's the problem?
Rainbows and the butterflies come.
Criminals on this goddamn platform.
Sir. Niggas like you who need a blue chew to get that going on. You, even in your prime.
They all popping pills.
Do you see that?
Yo, Scott, what is up? What is up?
All you are is a black dot on the screen. Everybody see this. Do you see this?
Black dot every time you close your eyes, this is what you see.
About me. You raggedy piece of shit. Because the cleanest thing in their room is your shirt, and I'm surprised. I think you bought that. There is nothing that a nigga like you is gonna tell me about me. So yes, as far as you are concerned, my nigga.
To be honest, your age tells you a whole lot about you already. I'm sorry for women and sometimes men. Your age tells a whole lot about you, right? Your age tells a whole lot about you. You are in your late 40s and you're single. You have the audacity to come up here and say that, oh, we aren't used up, right? We're not used up before the good men get us. No, you are fucking used up. You didn't pick good men in your 20s and 30s. Now you're talking about, oh, you're talking about good men now? Past the wall? Hell with that shit. I've noticed that men that women choose are broke and they think that they can fix them. Exactly. That's part of the whole, like, again, women are chaos agents. I've said this countless times before. Women are chaos agents. They get with shitty men with problems, right? They get with men with red flags because it gives them a purpose, right? Makes life exciting. Because studies have shown that women get bored much quicker in long-term committed relationships. What will save that boredom? Getting with a toxic man.
I am elated when you come up here, and I do look like SpongeBob SquarePants, and my titties scrub the depths of hell as far as you are concerned, you raggedy bitch.
11 minutes, right? She wasn't this excited, right? Until I got up here. I make women jiggle. I brings that spark right in her soul. You can tell I brought out her personality. This is the effect of this ghetto niggas. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, I ain't all that ghetto like I used to be.
And I said this, right? Again, this is what women like. It's that energy, right? It's that fire. It's that unpredictability. It's that emotion. A woman, you know when a woman don't like you is that they ignore you. You are invisible to them, right? I'm not saying that, oh, if she hates you, she likes you. No, right? But I'm saying in general, right? When you know she definitely doesn't like you, you are invisible to her. She can walk past you and you blend into the environment. That's how much she doesn't like you. You are non-existent to her. Okay? This is why it's a sad thing that a lot of players do, right? This is what a lot of players do. They try to get women at least angry, right? At least emotional in some way. And then they may jump in to get her to smooth talk her, say some loving shit, right? So if she's angry at you, right, annoyed or whatever, players will do other tactics, will try to change her emotion, right? She's angry at you. You say some sweet things. You say, oh, let me take you to a 5-star restaurant, right? You say certain things to make her like you, right? So she's mad at you, liking you, mad at you. It's like, it's that unpredictability that will get her, right? And players, what is it? I've heard some dating coaches have said those big things before, right? It's just like, those players.
Right. But it's just the
real quick. You was talking about like some of the men and shit. You said they get on like the platforms and stuff. Who are you referring to specifically when you say that you know, the dudes that you're speaking of who were getting the second hand from the real niggas?
All y'all.
Oh yeah?
I would say all y'all because, bro, I just had me a thick chick, right?
Shreya said, "Oh yeah."
I'm not gonna be because you got to think, right? Niggas that's really getting these booties and stuff. Yeah, we come up here and troll a little bit, but this is not our life that y'all talking about, bro. I'm outside fucking the finest ass women. I just got done, right? Bro, Trev, don't you know if this was on live? I had to make sure I go live.
Don't qualify.
Shut up.
You can't call crackheads live.
I had to go live the other day, right? I had to go live one day. Guess what I showed these niggas? I just did it just for shits and giggles, just to piss these butlers off, right? I just started a job, right, at a caregiving job. I was on live with my supervisor and her boss sitting on my lap on my dead mama grave. I go to work and make babies with the boss, right? See, y'all not having these stories, right? I mean, I done took their income tax. You ain't no real nigga until you get a woman to spend on you. See, the thing is, I never courted. Hold on, I ain't never dated or courted no woman. I have never been on no date.
I know you don't clean it.
Hold on. She want to suck this dick bad. I ain't never been on no date or court no woman at all. All this shit that y'all be talking about, how y'all can take a woman on a date. What is a date? 9 times out of 10, when a woman like you, you don't need no date, bro. And y'all be sitting up.
I admit that is true. If a woman actually likes you, I've said this before. If a woman likes you, she will do everything in her power to get with you. She will make it easy for you. I've seen it plenty of time before, out of the women's mouth, right? She's like, I've never been on a date with this man. I wish I could get him on a date. Bitch, you've been in a relationship with him for this long, you've never been on a date? And now you want him to go on a date? You already set the precedent, right? You gave him the body without him ever taking you on a date. That's your fucking fault, right? Again, my brothers, right? To know how much a woman loves you, wants you, is how far she will go for you, right? How far a woman will go for you is how much she wants you, how much she loves you. All these women say, oh, I would never go on a coffee date. I would never, go Netflix and chill. Bitch, you know you would if you actually want him. That's the problem. That's the problem with all these women that say all this shit online. They're saying all this shit to the men they don't want, right? Sprinkle shit. No coffee date shit. The sassy, all these shit that women spew online. They're saying it because they don't want you, right? So they're targeting the men they don't want. Since I don't want you, you better treat me like a queen. But guess what? To the men that they do want, they're having sex that night, right? He's getting booty that night. He's getting her pregnant that night. This is the thing where this is why a lot of men say, I don't care what women say. I care what women do, right? I look at women's actions. That's what men say, right? Because women talk a whole lot of shit. Because women are very PC with their words, right? Women are very PC. But when it comes to their actions, that's the truth.
We're talking about y'all got to approach women and woo out the bell. You don't know how magical it is when a woman look at you and she desire you and she come and let you know, I want you, daddy. Bro, I think that's how it's supposed to be. I think niggas is simps. I think you is feminine for you have to approach a woman. You put yourself in a simp position because they say the same way you meet them is the same way you got to maintain them. So if you coming in talking about, baby, I can do this and try to qualify yourself to this woman, guess what? You're going to have to spend the whole relationship qualifying yourself to that woman. And the moment you
100%, 100%. I said this before. I don't treat a woman I just met like a princess. Hell, I don't even, to be honest, I don't treat women like a princess. I don't treat women like a queen. It doesn't mean that I don't spoil my woman, right? It doesn't mean that I wouldn't spoil a woman I'm dating. But I'm not stupid enough, right, to go overboard, right? Like, and here's the thing, I've been there and I've done that. That's why I don't do it now, right? I learned from my simpish behavior, right? I learned from my beta male, younger years, right? I've learned from that shit, right? You spend all this money on her, she doesn't give a shit about you, right? But then, you know what? She still expects you to continue to spend. You dare not to spend on her? You spent on her before, right? You took her to a fancy restaurant before. Why can't you do it to now? Right? Why can't you do it right now? You bought her a Louis before, right? Why can't you do it right now? That's the thing where I've said it before. Don't treat her, right? I mean, don't, if you can't treat her consistently, don't do it, right? Go about a relationship how you can do it consistently. I know so many men that at the beginning of a relationship will treat a woman like a queen. He would treat her like a queen, like go like all the fuck out with her, right? Like go above and beyond for her. Once he got her, right? Now a year, 2 years in a relationship, he just want to Netflix and chill. Right? He just wants to just sit and just watch TV. He just wanted to go to McDonald's, right? He just wants to just buy you Walmart flowers and that'd be done. That's it. Right? But the problem is you treat her like a queen. You can't all of a sudden now treat her like a pauper, right? You can't treat her like a queen at the beginning and now treat her like she's your, like, I don't know, like some nobody. And that's a problem with a lot of men, right? Werewolf, what is up, my brother? What is up? And a time to boss. It's all about balance. I agree, right? It's a balance. This is why, like, I will say this, right? This is why I said, like, it is a balance. That's why I don't go overboard, right? We go overboard. A lot of men go overboard with treating women like queens. Nah, I'm going to treat her special. I ain't treating her like a queen. I'm sorry. Because I've learned my lessons. Now, it doesn't mean that I won't spoil a girl, right? I will, buy her a present, do this, but it's like, there's some men that will buy them presents every time they see them. Take them on five-star dates every time they see them. Like, take them on trips. Do all this shit every time they see them. That's spoiling, right? I mean, that's like queenish, crazy-ass behavior.
Of qualifying yourself and not adding up, guess what? She gonna come back home to us ghetto niggas that don't give a fuck. I'd rather have a woman to chase. It's always better to have a woman chase you than you chasing the bitch. This not supposed to be a conversation if you a real player. Real player don't sit up here talking about women all goddamn day, right? Because we got other shit to do. The women's supposed to talk about you. You ain't supposed to have no platform all day, every day. I done adopted some of y'all mechanism because I wanted to fit in with y'all because I got empathy for y'all and I feel sorry for y'all. So I say, okay, nigga, I'm with you. I understand. But in my reality, it's not like that. My reality is not this.
So
women don't treat me. I cannot sit up here and lie. Well, I bring up the black women that treat me bad. That's mama and them and family. I don't even fuck three of my cousins, but most of them, that's family, right? But the women that I actually been with, I left the relationship. They never left me. My baby mamas, one of my baby mamas and my wife chasing me around all through these platforms. You guys, everybody, I'm telling you what God loves.
Is y'all gonna let that slide? He just told y'all that
Don't you see my baby mama and my wife follow me?
All right, JP, hold on, JP. Go ahead, Jay.
I guess he's kind of lost me when he said he messed with his cousins. I guess what? So let me.
Well, what do you think he is, right? Like, do you think Pookie's or morally sound people, right? I mean, like, again, and these are the type of men women like. Do you think players, Pookies, Chads, Tyrones, or morally sound men? No, they are degenerates. And this is what women want. I'm not saying all women, but I'm saying majority of women. I want to be honest. I think majority of women want degenerates. Let's be honest, right? The Ted Bundys, the Wade Wilsons, right? The Pookies, the players, the thugs, the criminals. Women want these degenerate men.
You ain't heard of kissing cousin?
Three cousins.
Jay, if you was my cousin, we've been kissing like a motherfucker.
I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that. I don't have an.
I don't even want you kissing my dog.
You like it better that women are chasing you and you get to just pretty much use them for whatever they have to offer. Is that
no? It's mainly like when a woman chooses you, it hits way more different than you choosing her. I think it's weak for a man to have to qualify himself to a woman because he had to give more. He had to sacrifice more. When a woman chooses you, you know it's real. You don't have to do too much worrying, like adding up to her, because a lot of times a woman would choose you. You don't have to have $1, bro. It's not your status. That's not what y'all got to. These men got to live off status and finances. This is why they're having these issues. Instead of going at the women that choose you. You don't have to do much when you got a woman.
No, I mean, I agree. Here's the problem, but here's the thing. Women want this problem. Women want this problem. I said this before. I just said it. Women want these degenerate men. They want it. And it's like, you got to think, right? Women always say, oh my God, men abuse them. Guess what? You chose him, right? The most abuse women get are from men they choose. They choose the Pookies. All these cheaters, liars, abusers, womenizers, whatever you want to say, you chose him. These men are not. This is why you don't see the players really online like that, right? You don't really see the players online. You're seeing the blue pill men, right? You've seen the men that has been hurt before, right? Men that red pill, who were blue pill and became red pill, right? Those were the beta men who woke up from being beta. But the players, right? The players, they're good. They don't need to go online to say shit about women because they don't have a problem with women, right? Players, Pookies, Chads, Tyrones, Rays, whatever. These men, high value men, they don't have an issue with women. They're getting more box than they can handle.
Choose you. These niggas ain't having a woman always buy them gifts. Always think when a woman choose you, she gonna always think about you. She gonna submit to you naturally. When
what would you offer? What would you be able to offer?
Let me land with this, Jay. When I hear these niggas speak, this I know that they got the game fucked up, right? So when they be sitting up here begging these women for a submission and begging them for smiles, begging them to respect them, begging them to act right, that's because they chasing them. When you get a woman to chase after you, they automatically gonna do that. And bro, you don't know how it feels. It feels so good. Every time a woman choose me, my dick automatically get hard.
So if they're choosing you, what are you doing for them? Like what are you offering for them? Like what's the benefit of being with you? We know
the benefit is being with him. They want him. Like literally, this man says, I'm not giving them money. Literally, this man said, I'm not giving them anything. Are you dense? Right? What's the benefit with getting with the thug, with the street dude, with the Pookies? I literally have heard women say, I'm the 10th baby mama. Listen to this. Listen. Please listen, right? I have literally have heard women say, I am the 10th 10th baby mama. 1-0, right? The 10th. What the fuck are you getting from him? What are you getting from him? Right? This is the problem, right? This is this is why I wanted to create this channel, is to break society's or men's views of women. That's the importance of Red Pill, right? The importance of Red Pill is to fucking break your mind. Break the cloud. Get out of the matrix. Get out of the matrix. Women are just as simpish as men. The problem is, right here, women are just as simpish, just as creepy, just as horny, just as disgusting as whatever, as beta, as whatever, as men. The problem is, right? Dating statistics have shown 80% of women find 80% of men unattractive. The problem why men don't get the simping women, right? Men don't get the obsessive women. Men don't get the women that don't care about your money, your fucking your status, your whatever, right? Men don't get these women is because she don't find you attractive. She don't want you, right? But man, I'm telling you, I've seen this. If she finds you attractive, she will be a simp for you. She will be like absolutely head over heels for you.
Pockets, but what about you?
It's the chemistry, because I choose back, right? And I'm gonna keep it raw. I choose back, and we have this chemistry where
women love chemistry. I'm sorry, like they do. Literally, women will break up, divorce men, break up relationships because of lack of chemistry. This is why women go back. Why do you think that women are often more likely to go back to abusers than the nice guy? Women are more likely to go back to abusers, cheaters, liars than the nice man.
Words, the language that we don't make fun of my language.
Artie, what is up? What is up? Even if they live longer, they don't live better at all. We will be talking about that. We'll be talking about tonight's live. What's up? What's up, my brother? Hopefully, please remember about Wednesday, right? I would love for you to come on.
The actual language that me and this woman speak is body language, and it's so important. You don't have to say a word to a chick. Like we can have bro. Me and this chick that I really love to death. I know she love me. When we enter a room, it can be a lot of people up in there. It just seems like everybody disappeared. We just focus on each other. I don't care how fine them other women is. She don't care how fine them other niggas is. And bro, we can have a conversation just by looking at each other. Bro, that's chemistry. Then you know her body language. Because if I'm sitting,
I'm glad, my brother. I'm glad. I definitely want to, see how you're doing.
Right here, right? And she trying to get there and park herself in front of me and woo out the band, right? You know what you're doing. You want me to touch on that ass, right?
It's contagious, and you got good energy, and she just can't. They just can't get enough of you.
Okay, Joe. All right.
Oh, no, the problem is you can't chase after the women that don't fuck you.
All right, hold on, y'all.
With these men is they chasing at the women that don't really fuck with them, and they keep trying to over convince these women to like them. If you go after the women that fucks with you, you don't have to worry about you cancels out all of these problems. A lot of times these men is chasing the women that don't really fuck with.
I do kind of agree. I do kind of agree. A lot of men are talking about the women that don't want them. Right? I think, let's say this, right? I won't be hypothetical, right? Or assuming. A lot of these incels, a lot of these incels are like 4s, right? Let's say 4s. But in their mind, they're talking about the women that are 6s, 7s, 8s, and maybe even 9s, right? The problem, I'm not saying all these incels, right? Because I think it's a problem where, average women don't want average men, or below average women don't want below average men, right? But I think a lot of times these incels think that they want the top tier women. So they're just as delusional. Just a panel, just an interesting panel that I think it'll be fun to talk about. What do you guys think? All right.
On October 30th, 2020.
All right, I want to do a police cam video. Right, I think this is an interesting one. I saw a clip of it and I wanted to check it out. Rolo Tomasi says it's best. Genuine desire can't be negotiated. If she don't like you, she don't like you. Don't try and change her mind. 100%. I agree to that 100%. This is why one of my personal tenets, right? One of my personal tenets: don't approach women. I'm gonna be straight up honest, right? Don't approach this whole real life in the wild approaching women. Don't do it. I'm sorry. Don't do it. Let women approach you. Because the problem is that by the same dating statistics that I've said, right? 80% of women don't find 80% of men attractive, but yet 80% of men find 80% of women attractive. So most men find most women attractive. So men don't have a problem finding women they find attractive, right? They don't have a problem with that. The problem is women. Women have a problem finding men they're attracted to, right? So to be honest, as men, we're just better off not approaching because more than likely, right? 80%. So more often than not, she won't find you attractive. She won't be interested, right? 8 times out of 10, she won't find you attractive. Right? Basically, I'm just giving weird numbers right now, but again, I'm saying basically 8 times out of 10 she won't find you attractive, and 8 times out of 10 it's I don't know, it's kind of high, right? So it's better off just not even bother. All right, I wanted to check out this police cam video. I saw it on TikTok and I want to check it out.
25. Officers responded to a hotel after reports of a domestic dispute between a man and his ex-girlfriend.
Hey, can you let him go? What's going on?
Some studies have shown, right? I try to be as clear and precise with my words as possible, right? I'm no scholar, right? But I try to be as precise with my words as possible. Some studies have shown that 70% of one-way domestic violence, right? One-way non-reciprocal domestic violence, which is like one person doing DV or being violent to the next person, to the other person, while the other person doing nothing, is by women to men. So some studies have shown that 70% of one-way domestic violence is committed by women against men. And I believe if we actually do these studies nationwide, I think it would be pretty accurate. I think it would be pretty accurate.
Hey, just let him go, okay?
Let him go.
All right, just don't do nothing. Just let him go. Just let him go. 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 Let him go.
You still got my hair pulling it. Let me go.
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. He's not doing nothing to you. Let him go. 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 Go. Just let him go. Just let him go. Yeah.
Again, a lot of these women, right? A lot of these women don't have a problem with assaulting men because we have created a society where women are entitled. Laughing man. I'm trying to be precise, right? I could be, very, out there and say, I think it's accurate, but I mean, I try to be precise. But because here's the thing, a lot of women have no problem with laying their hands on men because a lot of women assume men won't lay their hands on women. You think that, oh my God, you hear this thing, men are abusive, bitch, right? You know, you have this preconception that men won't lay their hands on you, right? It's unlikely men will lay their hands on you.
I'm trying to help you out. If you pull my ass, I'll pull my out, bro. Her hands are locked. Yeah, sorry. Hey, let him. Let go. Let go. Let go of his hands. Let go. Let go. There you go. You right, man? Turn around. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop. Stop. Get down. Get down. Stop resisting. Stop. 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 Stop resisting. Stop moving.
You know, and I show these things because I believe that it's not reported. Like stats, right? Stats aren't like, people aren't gathering these kind of stats, right? People aren't doing it because it's counter narrative, right? It doesn't fit the narrative that men are abusive, men are violent, shit. But I guarantee you, if we actually dig in deeper, if people actually gather the stats, it will look a lot different. It will look a lot different. Women are just as or close to as abusive as men. Maybe even more. Because you got to think about this, right? Lesbian relationships, right? Per capita are the biggest, have the highest abuse rates, right? Lesbian relationships per capita have the highest DV rates. Women on women relationships, right, have the highest DV cases.
Come on. I can't breathe.
Give us a second. You're all right.
Come on, y'all. I cannot breathe. Let me keep getting out the jacket. I'm telling y'all I can't breathe. Y'all ass tweaking.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm telling you I can't breathe.
Can I stand up?
Oh, shit, I'm lightheaded.
Okay. This way.
Oh, shit.
We'll get some fresh air, all right?
Oh, shit. Hold on. I feel like I'm about to die.
You're okay. You're okay.
Yeah,
I got you, okay?
Oh, shit. I need to sit down.
Okay. You want to sit down right here on this wall right here?
Why?
Okay.
You did fucking nothing.
Okay. All right, honey, what's your name? I'm Officer Torres, okay? I'm going to help you out, okay? What, can you tell me a little bit what happened?
He was supposed to be dropping the baby milk.
Okay. Does he live here?
He was supposed to be dropping the baby milk.
Okay.
We just did some weird shit.
Okay.
He swung on me. And we got to fighting.
Okay.
I can't breathe.
Fighting how?
Fighting, like, you know how somebody fight.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
We got to fighting.
Okay.
The guys pulled up, and that's it. Like,
You guys fought in the lobby? Okay.
yeah.
Did he, where
it.
He hit you?
Yeah.
Where did he hit you?
In my face.
Okay.
Was it a closed fist, open hand,
Closed fist.
Closed fist, okay.
like a punch?
Yeah.
You see
It's hard to believe. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the man really, if he was actually hitting you, why is it when you had him in a headlock, he weren't punching you? I'm sorry, right? I doubt it. I'm personally, I doubt it.
Okay.
I don't know. Call this so I can talk to him.
Okay, listen. So
He can't what?
He want to know can he take cat, but they saying no.
No, he not touching my baby. Okay. Let me talk to him.
So
is that not his baby too?
Listen, all right. There's some questions I gotta ask you first, but I want to read your manner warnings first, okay? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So listen, we just want to get the story straight, okay? You said he was supposed to drop off the milk off, right?
Right.
Okay. You came in here, and then what happened after that?
We got the fight.
Okay. He hit you, right? Where did he hit you? In the face?
In my face.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
Bro, why do y'all keep asking me the same questions? I just told y'all.
Okay.
What do y'all want me to say? The story not gonna change.
I doubt it now. I'm doubting I doubt it. I doubt he hit her.
I'm being honest. We got to fighting. Like, what else do you want me to say? There's nothing else to the story. You want to?
There is. It's details, you stupid, you idiot. There's details, right? He punched you in your face. Did you punch him back? Did he punch you? It's like, you gotta be detailed with that shit.
You want to look at the arms? I'm pretty sure they'll show you.
Okay.
Like, damn, y'all keep asking me the same shit. Like, what y'all want me to say?
Okay.
Like, ain't shit changing. Nothing's changing.
What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Heaven.
Okay. So it looks like mom's gonna come get the babies, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can y'all fix this on my wrist?
Okay. All right. You mind standing real quick? We'll check on them real quick. What happened? You guys got fighting in the lobby?
No, she got to fight me. I didn't get to fight anybody.
Okay.
I was defending myself, so all that, nothing. So, what's gonna happen is I don't even go through shit like this.
Okay.
Not to you.
All right. Just give me a second, okay? We're just trying to get the story straight. Obviously, there's two sides to the story. We're just trying to see what happened. Okay.
I told y'all what happened 1,000 times. Y'all seen what the hell was going on.
1,000 times? They just fucking got there. I swear to God. You know what? Toxic people attract toxic people. So stupid people attract stupid people. Guy's an idiot as well.
So I ain't even so much to say. But I know I need to leave work.
Well, we're trying to figure out what happened prior to us.
Nothing. Like, y'all seen everything, bro. Like, it's stuff.
No, what happened before?
Nay.
She had you on the hair.
Okay.
What's going on?
Give me a second. Stay with them.
I don't know,
I
don't know if they gonna take. I don't know if they.
Yeah.
Why ain't he being handcuffed?
They're checking out his.
Girl, you were the one who had your hands on him. That's why he's not handcuffed. You're literally showing that you were abusing him.
Side of the story on there. So
But
we got
y'all
your
still
services.
have him handcuffed though.
I don't know if he's handcuffed or not.
Exactly, but y'all sitting up with me handcuffed and don't have him handcuffed. And I want to fight myself.
When we came in, you were.
And but I wasn't fighting myself. I was defending myself. Of course, y'all gonna walk in on me defending myself. So you mean
we only know what we saw.
all right, whatever. What y'all finna?
Let me know what's gonna happen, okay? He's gonna let you know. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, she's definitely the aggressor at the start. Okay. They both go at it for a while. Definitely bring both of them back.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be
So
fine.
I'm gonna take her.
Okay.
She was at the aggressor at this point. Okay. He was, what I looked at it is he's trying to get off of her.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, camera says it. Camera shows it, right? He's the aggressor. All he was trying to do is get off of her.
And you could say that he was definitely engaged.
Yeah,
he did punch her. And then, but after a while at the end there, they were both getting in.
Okay.
She definitely engaged it.
We'll take both. Yeah, they were both going at it.
What's that? Okay.
Like, that's weird as y'all weird as hell.
Okay. So we're gonna put you in the back of the squad car. Okay?
Y'all weird as hell. That's weird. Now at least get water.
We're gonna get you some
And
water.
let's keep the door up because I already feel like I can't breathe, bro.
Have a seat.
Yeah, just have a seat. Okay.
I'll sit down.
Watch your
I
head.
don't mind.
Watch your head. We're taking him too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go up.
Okay. You do it down going? Yeah, we're gonna do let me know with him as well. Okay, we're taking both on him. Okay, she's got both my cuffs, so.
Oh, she does? Okay.
So.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Alright. So at this point, you're gonna come with us. Okay, so just put your hands behind your back. Don't resist. Don't resist. Okay. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back.
Can I give him the key real quick?
I'll get him. I'll get him for you. Okay. I'll get him for you.
Hey, Nate, wait until you go up there real quick.
What?
Stop. This is a thing where even I would say I even hold men accountable. Stop dealing with ghetto ass women. Stop it. Stop dealing with these women that will bring chaos into your life. I've said this before. Like, it's like we have to hold ourselves accountable as well. Right? It's like if you're getting with a shitty ass woman that brings chaos, this is why, right? A lot of men say, I just want peace. Right? I just want peace. So choose a woman that will bring you peace.
I think they in this other junket. That's what I'm trying to. Can I tell you where it's at, y'all? Damn.
What
Check all your pockets anyway.
Hey man, I need you to get my phone from me. I need my asthma pump stuff. I need that. Okay. I need that. What get locked up for? Like, what's going on?
Domestic battery.
Domestic battery.
Domestic battery.
And somebody touched me first?
Yeah. You guys both were going at it.
And I'm getting locked up because somebody hit me first and I'm defending myself?
Yep.
Can I get my asthma pump?
That is weird. So that is absolutely stupid. That is ridiculous. I mean, I will be on the guy's side. Are you kidding me? So if a man abuses a woman, are you arresting the woman as well? The victim? Are you like? I'm holding like. Are these cops idiots? I'm gonna be honest, right? I'll be accountable. I hold people accountable if it means something. Are they stupid? He defended himself and he's getting arrested? That is idiotic. Because I guarantee you it's not consistent, right? How they apply this supposed law, it's not consistent. Because you're not arresting women that have been abused. You are not arresting women that are being abused. Right? If women defend themselves. So now you're saying that women shouldn't defend themselves or else they get arrested. Is that what you're trying to? Is that what these police officers are doing? It's wrong as hell. 100%. This is idiotic. So if women defend themselves against abusers, they will be arrested. And if men defend themselves against abusers, they will be arrested. That is like crazy ass backwards.
Yeah, you're gonna get all your properties.
Yeah, everything's coming with you.
Like you put it in like right now on my.
No,
we'll carry
Stays
it.
with
We'll
us.
carry with this. Okay.
My asthma pump, my medicine that I need to bring.
Yeah, it stays with us, which goes with you.
Which will go with
We'll
you.
bring it with.
So what's gonna go on now?
So listen, man. So obviously we go. I'll explain everything to you. Okay. We're going to the station. I ask you some serious questions. Call the state's attorney, and that's where we're at right about now. Okay.
And then what's the process from be off and have to sit? Like what's going on?
It all depends on the state's attorney's office. Okay. It all depends on what they say.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm getting locked up. Like I was arrested. Like what?
You got stuff in the back? Definitely saw what we saw.
Yes. No.
Right, but
Yeah.
was I aggressing in the damn video?
Yeah.
Because you're arrested doesn't mean you're going to be charged. We got to screen it past the state's attorney. at
Y'all
the
fix these
station.
bro.
What's that?
Y'all fix these.
That's it. That's fine, dude. Just have a seat. Watch your head.
Oh, yes. Speaking.
All right. So we got all your property, everything like that. Like I said, we're going on the station. Like I said, we're running through the state's attorney, see what's going on. Okay.
So y'all can do that right here.
What's that?
We have to go in the booking process.
Okay.
Charges related to domestic battery were declined, and the woman was instead charged with resisting arrest, while the man was released without charges. Let me know your thoughts.
Well, good thing he was released without charges, right? At the very least, that's a good thing. Resisting arrest? Sheesh. See, this is right. You hear that, right? So,
Charges related to domestic battery were declined.
charges related to domestic battery was declined. Guess what that means? That won't be recorded, right, in crime statistics. That won't be recorded in crime statistics. So guess what? You won't see if right, women commit more or whatever. You won't see a good, clear statistics on women's domestic violence, right? Women committed domestic violence. You won't see a good statistics and accurate statistics on women committing domestic violence. That's what it produces, right? That's what it means. Charges related to domestic battery were declined. So that wasn't recorded. This woman who abused that man, right? Who abused that man won't be recorded on statistics we see. Imagine that, right? This is the thing where this is This is why videos like this are important, right? Because you got to imagine this, right? I'm not here saying that, oh my God, women are like abusing all men, or women are so abusive. No. I'm saying these datas are not as accurate as we think, right? We get so much data that, oh, men are terrible, men commit all this, blah, 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 blah. Literally showing you, right? A data that could have been inputted in women's domestic abuse cases was not recorded, right? It's not recorded. This won't be put on any statistics, any studies, because it was dropped. But that woman literally were beating up a man. She was abusing a man. Okay? She was abusing him. And it's not shown. I mean, she should, but so instead of this being a domestic violence case,
and the woman was instead charged with resisting arrest.
It's a resisting arrest. It's a resisting arrest case. It's BS. It's like things like this should be put into the domestic violence statistics, right? Things like this should be put into the domestic violence statistics so you can get a more accurate data. This is how you get more accurate data, where all this shit should be put. But you saw that, right? She was literally abusing the man. She was literally abusing the man. I know this is not one way, right? Because he was defending himself, right? He was defending himself, so it's not one way, but it was still domestic violence against her, against him, and it was not recorded. So. What's up, guys? Thank you guys for being here. Please click the like button. Please click the like button. It helps me out. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you all are doing well. All right, so let's move on to the main video of tonight.
The worst thing a woman can do, statistically speaking, is to get married to a man. Married women do not live as long as single women.
Statistically, the worst thing you could do as a woman is to be married to a man. It's kind of wrong because statistically, lesbian relationships per capita has more abuses, has more DV cases, statistically has more divorces. And single women live longer than men. Single women live longer than men. All right. Okay. Journals, right? The PLOS Medicine Journal, peer-reviewed, and the National Center for Health Statistics, right? These are the sources, right? These are the sources, right? PLOS Medicine, right? Journal, and National Center for Health and Statistics. Married women have the highest average life expectancy, right? Never married women, slightly lower. Widow women, lower than that, right? And then divorced women, the lowest. Leading a man is the lowest, right? The life expectancy, right? About 10 to 20% more, right? So, married to single, 10 to 20% difference. Married women are living 10 to 20% longer than single women. Bitch, look at your bald self. You're feminine. This is the thing where, this is why, I'm sorry, feminists are low IQ women. Feminist women are low IQ women. You can literally destroy their point of views by actual data and statistics. This bitch shouted statistics, yet statistically she's wrong. Statistically, she's wrong, right? Statistically, she's wrong. I even go a bit further. Evidence does not support a simple conclusion that single women are happier than married women, right? The happiest women, right? The happiest women are married women in general, right? Again, it's specific, but of course, the relationship has to be happy, but that's in general, right? So, married women report the highest level of life satisfaction. Then comes single women, right? Then divorced, then widowed, and then women in unhappy marriages, right? But again, it debunks the narrative that feminists put. Married women have the highest happiness, have the highest life expectancy. This one is from General Social Survey, right? And the Gallup World Poll. Sources. These are sources, right? So I'm sourcing the shit that comes out of my mouth. Where's her source, right? These bald-ass feminist women are just absolutely irritating. Again, source, General Social Survey and the Gallup World Poll.
They do not earn as much money as single women. They are not as happy as single women.
What? Okay. Now, if that is true, right? I mean, again, a married woman, she's taking care of children. So it's not like, it's not like it's apples. It's not like apples to apples. Yeah, okay, but yeah, I mean, but here's the thing, right? Individual earnings, right? Yes. Never married women earn, like, this is funny, right? So never married women, especially in their 20s and early 30s, often earn similar to or slightly more than married women in wages. But, right, this is where married women generally have a financial advantage. Married women typically live in a household with 2 earners. So household to household, right? The single feminist women household to the married women household, there's more money in the married women household than the single women feminist household. So even there, you are failing, right? Even there, you are failing. So right now, I just debunked this woman 3 different ways. This is why a lot of women, particularly feminist women, are low IQ women. They just want to say shit and hope you don't check what they say.
Are more likely to suffer from addiction than single women. They are more likely to commit suicide than single women.
What? This is the most stupidest shit she ever said, right? No, overall, married women are less likely to die by self-deletion than women who are unmarried. Again, your feminist stupidity. Research from the United States, and many other countries has consistently found that marriage is associated with a lower risk of self-deletion. Although this is an average pattern and does not mean marriage itself. Yes, right? So the order is married, and never married and divorced have higher. They're higher. Like literally everything coming out of her stupid ass feminist mouth has been wrong. Well, I know it's wrong, right? I already know it's wrong, but again, I want to go about it with actual studies, with actual statistics, right? Actual studies and statistics are showing, and I'm giving you sources, right? I'm literally giving you sources, have shown, right? The evidence, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, National Center for Health Statistics. Sources literally showing what she said is untrue.
Are more likely to die of homicide than single women. They report
every fucking thing she says. No, overall, married women are not more likely to die by homicide than single women. In population level data, unmarried women, especially those who are divorced, separated, or never married, generally have higher homicide victimization rates than married women. You know, the bald head is such a great indicator on how stupid women can be. I'm sorry. It's like everything, every little thing she says, I'm literally disproving. Nothing she has said is statistically accurate. Nothing. The audacity to say the shit you're saying.
themselves in every single way that you can measure sociological data for wellness as being less contented than single women. Conversely, married men, on the other hand, married to women, outperform single men by such a measure that it is perhaps the healthiest thing that a man can do is to get a woman to marry him.
The devil wants to attack me. Devil, you kiss my ass. I don't think about
The devil right here. I'm right here. I'm going to hold delusional women fucking accountable. This right here, this channel is made to hold delusional women accountable. I already did with that bald ass woman, right? I'm going to hold Kendra G accountable as well.
and I'm quite sure I make more than your husband in 1 month than he does in a year.
Who gives a shit? Means what? You like you make more than a man means fucking what? Bitch, you're single. You have nobody. Nobody wants you. At least she has a husband. At least that man has a wife. Who do you have? Your money? Great. Means what? This is the thing where it's only these shriveled ass women value money to such a degree.
I knew it was God's way of telling me, I know you about to be mad at me. We keep it real over here so you can see how we just came back. All right, welcome to Honestly Kendra G, and I'm gonna have so much fun in today's episode because the title is Happily Not Married. Cheers to all the women who are not married. Cheers to you. Cheers. Take a sip. This is not alcohol. I don't drink. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's not alcohol. I wanted to do this episode. First, I want to start off with this. I believe in...
I already proven, right? Right? The first few seconds, first few minutes of this video, right? That it is untrue. Married women are, on average, happier, live longer, have less of these crazy ass deaths than single women. So nothing she says really is statistically correct. The fuck? This thing is like acting up.
Of being married or not. So cheers to wives, cheers to women who are happily married. And I want to say happily married because here's the deal. If you like it, I love it. It's your life. But no, I do not respect a marriage where you're just not happy and you just got into the institution of it because
It's kind of stupid, right? Do you respect a life that's unhappy? It's like, what the fuck? Okay, whatever.
because of whatever reason, and there's 1,000 reasons why people get married. But if it's not something that you are happy in and it's not benefiting your life, then no, I personally don't respect it. But again, it's your life. And if you like it, I love it. But I wanted to spend some time this episode just to break down what's kind of happening and why women are happily not married. First of all, I own a dating app, okay? And the ultimate goal, I show Kendra G singles, and now we have the dating app that have actually gotten married. I've been to 2 weddings out of the 12. I have more weddings to go to. So again, I believe in the institution of marriage. But what I do not believe in is getting married just for the title. Just to say that you are married, for the wedding day, you know, for the beautiful dress, to invite everybody to. That's what I don't believe in. And when I think of marriage, that's absolutely what I think of. I don't think of the.
I will say this, right? It is stupid for people to get married if you're not happy with a person, right? It is stupid. It's a recipe for disaster. Because at the end of the day, if you get into a marriage, right? If you get into a legal binding contract with someone that you're not happy with and you still marry them, no one to blame but yourself. You can't blame the partner. You can't blame nobody but yourself. This is why this is the kind of stupid, right? You know it beforehand. No one is forcing anybody to get married. Not in today's age, right? Not in the West. No one's forcing you to get married. So if you're unhappy in a marriage, bitch, so what? It is your fault. Stay in it. I'm sorry. Stay in it. Because you chose to get married. No one forced you. So you got to hold true to those the vows.
Wedding day. I don't think of the honeymoon. I think of the full package. Can I agree to put everything second to this human being? Can I agree to go on this life journey with this human being? That's what marriage means to me. I talked about this in episode 1, how I actually was engaged. I did everything people suggest. You know, I went to college. I got my bachelor degree. Can I talk? I got my bachelor's degree, and I also met a man that was going to give me my MRS. Yes, me and my college sweetheart got engaged. And what I loved so much about both of us is we agreed that if we got married, divorce was not an option. And I actually believe that everybody should take that stance. If you are going to get married to a person,
I agree, right? I mean, this is a thing where, in my opinion, marriage is about duty, right? Marriage is about duty. The happiness you should have found within the relationship, right? Marriage, I mean, happiness should have been found first before the marriage, right? You should have been happy with each other. Also, you have to find happiness within yourself, right? I don't need a woman to make me happy. I don't need it, right? If she does, that's amazing. But if I'm not already happy when I got into a relationship with her, why would I get into a marriage with her? Marriage is a duty now, right? It's a binding contract. There's vows to it, right? Through happiness, I forgot the whole thing, right? Through sadness, through, poor, rich, all this shit. So when you're unhappy and when you're happy, you stay in a marriage, right? This is why, to be honest, marrying women today, modern Western women, is a lot of times fucking hell. Because women do not listen to the vows. Women do not live by these vows. They're not going to stick with you through thick and thin. All right? If they're unhappy, they blame you. If women are unhappy, they will blame you. And they will leave.
Can you agree that divorce is not an option no matter what? He loses his job, she loses her job, you will still be there. She gains 60 pounds, he gains 60 pounds, she will still be there. Life happens and nobody's perfect. An outside baby gets created, you will still stay there. Because let's get into it. I think that when people call me up to my show, they just present marriage as Disney World. Everything is so glorious and everything is so perfect. And that is not always the case, okay? I have 2 friends, and I love, their parents are amazing, right? And I was like, they got, this is like the real life Cosby show, 2 separate friends. And what I learned in their parents' marriage, an outside child was created in both situations. But obviously, their mothers never got a divorce. And that's just kind of what it was. And I don't know what she went through I don't know what they went through overall, but that was a reality of their confinement. Now, am I saying that this happens in every marriage, that, you know, the man is going to have an outside baby? Of course not. So again, please don't misconstrue that you have to tolerate so many things, but that is a component of marriage. Of course, if you're able to meet a person and you guys can agree to be best friends and it's you two against the world, that is a beautiful thing. And that is the marriage that I really, everyone's life truth and life journey and life plan. And I have learned that in this day and age, there's an attack on women who are not married. And I'll just use myself. And this is why I wanted to do this episode so bad. Because
here's my thing, where I would never attack women that aren't in marriages, that don't want men. I say good. Don't. I will always be a big supporter of women want to stay single for the rest of their life. Do it. Right? I give Kendra props where she's single for the rest of her life, no kids, so she's not a baby mama. I'll give her credit. I'll give her props for that. Right? I'll give Kendra G props. Right? The thing is that if you choose to be single, understand you better not be complaining about men. You chose to be single. Right? Because now it's like, okay, now you complain about men? Bitch, you're the problem. You're the problem, right? That's my thing with like these women where, you know, where men say, oh, you need a man, all this shit. Because no, you don't, right? I mean, I'm telling you, like, love-wise, you don't need a man, right? Love-wise, you don't need a man, okay? But then don't start complaining about men since you don't need them. Don't. I'm a big supporter of let the Western feminist women stay single. Let them die out. Let them die out, my brothers. Get a passport. Get a passport, travel the world, right? Get a passport and travel the world. Find a woman that wants you. Plain and simple.
Because I have heard time and time again, yes, she's successful. Yes, she's attractive. I love that y'all always say the truth because, baby, you got eyes. You can see it. And yes, she appears to be happy. I'm happy. I have no idea why that can't be received, that I'm actually happy. They say she appears to be happy, but she's not married and she doesn't have children. Where's the insult? Where's the insult? Are you trying to imply that a woman truly cannot be happy if she...
I'll say this, right? I'm not saying that women can't be happy, right? But in my opinion, human beings are put on this earth, just like every other species on this earth, is to survive and reproduce. Every species on this earth, right? Every animal on this earth is put on this earth to survive and reproduce. Right? If you can't fulfill those, it's honestly, you're not living to code. You're not living to your code. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't find happiness. You probably could, right? But I'm saying that you're not following the code. I kind of feel like that's unfulfilling, right? So someone like Kendra, okay? She's living the life of materialism, right? Diamond chain, diamond bracelets, you know, nice house, nice clothes, whatever. Nice wig, whole bunch of makeup, surgeries, whatever, right? Living the life thanks to money. It's money. So you fill up the hole in your life, the happiness with money. Right? With money. It's all thanks to money. The experiences, the travel, it's all essentially money. So you fill that happiness with materialism. I've been there, right? When I gathered all this, hobby, it's thanks to, it fills the hole, right? It fills the hole where it's cool. I'm always getting packages, right? I'm always getting packages. It was fun. It was amazing. I found it was enjoyable, but it's very fleeting in my opinion, right? All this materialism, all this shit is very fleeting.
She's not married and does not have kids. That is such a lie. And some women have fell for that brainwash technique. And what happened is they got married and then they learned the truth. For them, they were not happy. And now they have.
They weren't happy to begin with. Right? You didn't get married. See, these women that, you know what, get married to just get married. No fucking duh. Right? They were unfulfilled to begin with. They were unfulfilled. They were unhappy before the marriage. The marriage didn't the marriage wasn't the catalyst that made them unhappy. They were already unhappy to begin with. Right? They just think that, oh, marriage will change that. That's the problem. These women, right? These women that are unhappy in marriages, they settle, right? They settle for a man they never wanted. So if you are already unhappy and then you chose a man that you don't want, right? That you're not attracted to, you don't really want. So no fucking duh, you're unhappy in a marriage. You were already you were already unhappy. So really the marriage was nothing. The marriage meant nothing. Right? Women like this are already unfulfilled, unhappy before the marriage, long before the marriage already. They just thought that the marriage would change that up.
Children, and now they're resenting their lives because they were able to get manipulated to this saga, I want to say, that says if you are not a married woman, you are not worthy. You need to be attached to a man to be worthy. Listen.
This is the thing where worthy is different, right? Worthy in what? In the dating market? Yeah. I mean, like, you need to get out of the dating market.
It doesn't always work that way. And I got to tell you something. I am beyond proud that I can say I built my shit brick by brick, and can't no man get any, he cannot get any credit from it. I learned recently that some people, because I live in a very shoot building, and I learned that some people actually thought I am like an ex-wife and my money comes from like a settlement from a divorce, because they can't fathom their mind around to have even more without being attached to a man. And it blows my mind. It literally blows my mind that there is this taboo feeling that a woman can't do as a man. And let me break that down when I say do as a man, as in finding their purpose and going for it with the sacrifice in that moment of getting married. And the reason I say this is men are given grace. Men are almost even taught, don't get a wife, build something for your life. Go out there, make something of yourself.
Why?
Get a good job.
Do you know why men are doing that? So they can get married. So they can be something, right? Women don't, it's like that grace. Women don't need that. Women are already something, right? When they hit 18, women are already something. When men hit 18, men are nothing. Men are literally useless, right? If men don't have a purpose, right? If men don't have utility, men are useless.
And then get a family. And women are manipulated to believe, find the man that's going somewhere and attach yourself to him. Now, here's the deal. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, that very much may be your life journey. His growth is her growth, and sis, there's really no diss. Like, I'm not here to judge because I know God, and God is not in a box. God has brought us all to earth. We all have different purposes, and that might be your journey, and I respect that. But I have to say, that's not.
I'm pretty sure one of God's bigger tenets is family, right? I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure. I've said this, I'm no Bible thumper, right? But I'm pretty sure one of God's biggest pushes is marriage and family.
The only journey that deserves.
Men aren't pushing women to be boss bitches, right?
Respect. A woman that has decided that, you know, I'm going to live my complete self. I'm not going to shrink to be somebody's wife, and I'm not going to conform and give up my own dreams to be somebody's wife. That also needs to be respected, because that's what they're trying to manipulate.
Here's the thing where a lot of women need to separate shit. It's not respected in the dating market. But if you're off the dating market, fuck it, right? Whatever. You're trying to be a CEO, a career woman. Okay. Men aren't crying about career women. The problem is you take your career woman self into the dating market. All right. You want respect in the dating market? Your career woman means shit. But out in the real world, out in the business or whatever world, go for it. As a human, you probably, you are respected. It maybe, I don't know. I don't really care, right? Outside of the dating market. I don't give a shit about Kendra, right? But in the dating market, right? In the dating market, a Korean woman is useless.
They're trying to manipulate women who are successful to believe, yes, you have everything but a man. Where's the insult? And then also is that I have no men in my life. I actually have a lot of men in my life. There's actually an army of men literally in my life. Just because I'm not sleeping with them in the bed doesn't mean that there's not men that's in my life, in my corner, that is about Kendra for real, 10 toes. And because social media is free and most people have phones, it's no thing for you to just be in the comment section and say something negative, acceptable to even have children without a husband. That was a time period. So women just sucked it up. They just dealt with it because there really wasn't an option of leaving him. The society wasn't going to accept you. How was you going to get jobs? So men were able to control women back then with finances and access. Well, it's a new day. Honey, women got their own coin. Women got access. You cannot manipulate women with money anymore. Now, there are some women you can't. So let me say this.
You can't manipulate with women. You can't manipulate women with money. And think about it's manipulation. Yeah. Every single woman on your fucking dating show asks for a 6-figure man. Manipulating with money, right? Manipulating women with money. Are you stupid? Are you such low IQ? Manipulating women with money? Literally, we are at the most self-autonomous period in time, right? We have so much autonomy. All these women, almost 90%, 99% of women that come on your show wants a 6-figure man. Who's manipulating who with money?
There are some women that you can still, and maybe the word manipulate isn't proper. There are some women who are dealing with you because their finances are attached to it. And again, like I said, you like it, I love it, it's your life, girlfriend, do you. That men hate the most because they want to be able to control. And when they can't control you and when you are able to walk away from them and not miss a beat in your lifestyle, they don't know what to do with it.
You can walk away from them. What fucking man wants to date you knowing that you will walk away from them? Does that fucking make sense? Does that make sense? Oh, I'm going to date you knowing that you will walk away from me. Why would I even date you then? Why would I choose you if I know that you will walk away from me? It's like this right here is the perpetually single woman mindset, right? Perpetually single women mindset.
And I have heard this so many times, like, oh, well, you know, the reason you're not married is because you're so successful, you're outspoken, you're not easy to control. Do you understand that this does not insult me?
I'm sorry, right? I'm not saying there's no man out there saying that, but men that say you're not easy to control is absolutely stupid. You should not, I'm sorry, right? As a man, you should not want to control a woman, right? Leadership isn't about controlling a woman. Submission isn't about controlling a woman, right? It's about guiding. It's about directing. She wants you to direct her. She wants you to guide her, right? If you think about leadership, right? The whole controlling thing, don't control women, right? If she doesn't want you, let her go. Let her. This is a thing where control, in my opinion, is like, it's a mindset of desperation, right? It's a mindset of desperation, right? You're desperate. So that's why you want to control her. So she won't leave you. She should want you, right? She should desire you. She should not want to leave. She should have no desires to leave, right? She should need you, want you, okay? So since she needs you and wants you, she will follow you. She will follow your leadership.
This really insults you as a man. Because what you're saying is, in order for you to have a wife, she has to be less successful, she has to be controllable, and she has to not have a voice, which means she will not be outspoken. So that doesn't.
It's, to me, it's like she won't talk a whole lot of shit, right? Someone like Kendra, again, she will be perpetually single. She talks too much. And she talks about stupid shit, right? You could hear what she's doing now, right?
insult me, it actually insults you, because what it proves is you can't deal with a woman that can challenge you in a way that you're not ready to deal with.
Why would I need you to challenge me? Who the fuck are you? This is the thing where it's kind of the same energy. Kendra's not dealing with men that would challenge her. She's not. Again, women like this, right? Women that have male like energy, right? Trying to be successful. They don't desire men that would challenge them.
And listen, I am not here to judge it. I'm just here, which I take as a compliment. If you don't know, I'm 46 years old. I tell my age because I love my age. I'm a person who loves aging because I also learned another secret of life. Your life don't stop at 30. Your life don't stop at 35. It don't stop at 40. I'm here to tell you the secret. It gets better. Every year of my life, it gets better.
In what way? Financially. That is it. That is all she means. It gets better financially. All the men she has in her life, right? They still go home to their family, or they're still looking for their family, right? They're not there for you whenever you need them. They're not, because they have to take care of their shit. They have to worry about their shit. All right? So at the end of the day, you still go to an empty mansion or whatever, penthouse or whatever, which is great for you. No knock to that, right? But the only thing that your life gets better is just money. And if that's what makes life better for you, cool. I'm no knock to it, right? Money is amazing. I would love money. I love money. But in my opinion, I wouldn't trade money for someone I love.
So I don't live by the human clock of them saying by this age, you better be married, have children. No, honey, I'm on God's clock. And guess what? God's clock is still going because I still have breath in my body.
As a fucking human, like, separate this shit, right? Separate it, right? It's like, okay, great. You now you are outside of the dating market. You can live the life without the biological time clock, because you're not looking for a man that wants a child, right? Because you can't have a child, or it will be damn near impossible, right? It'd be very hard.
Inhale, exhale, okay? Because of the age that you have decided to live through. Because there's plenty of people who actually do live by the society clock for, if you don't have this by, to be married by 29, and you meet a person and you get married because you're 29, but then you learn that you're not really happy. You did it because of the manipulation of you have to do this by, to women and wanting to have children. Now, granted, if 60 is going to be hard for you to have kids biologically, okay? But you can adopt. There's so many ways to be a mother, right? Like, I think that I have to say this because, yes, biologically, there can be could be a time frame for a woman that wants to have a child biologically, but we have already seen women at the age of 50 with assistance become mothers. And guess
with assistance, it's just like, how many women in their 50s have money like you with assistance? Like, stop with your BS. Stop it. This is the problem with women like this, right? Women that have money trying to spew advice to women that don't, with assistance. And do you not know how it's like women constantly complain how much effort they put into I don't know, childbirth and all that shit, right? How much value that is, which is valuable, but like, now that you're putting a whole lot of risk on childbirth, are you not crazy? No, duh. It's like costly or risky because you're making it risky, right? Even at your optimum time, right? In your prime, there's risk, right? Even in your prime, there is risk to childbirth. So imagine you being so stupid and selfish to have a child in your 40s, in your late 40s, in your 50s. You are delusional. You are literally putting your life at risk and 100% your child's life at risk. This is why men date younger. It's the pure stupidity of these older women.
Guess what? Maybe that's not for you. Maybe that's not for you. I respect that, but you can't judge the woman that it's for. See, life is not one size fit all. What you got to discover is what works for you. That's
life isn't one size fit all, but it's in general. It's in general, right? In general, right? For most people, the nuclear family is the way to go.
What it's all about, okay? And what I've come to terms is, with social media in particular, doing is not right. And it is very important that, they convince you to live to their standards. Since this topic is about happily not married, I want to take some time and talk about this leftover conversation of women. So there was a woman that came on my dating show and she said, we're the leftovers. And let me tell you something. I stopped her in her tracks. Let me tell you something. You cannot just speak anything on my life and I will agree to it. Words and what you speak upon your life matter. And I told her, listen, I am not a leftover. I won't be a leftover at 80.
You are a leftover. What man do you want is choosing you? You are a leftover at 46. What man do you want is choosing you? You're a leftover, right? You are the leftovers, right? In date, this is, again, women are just too low IQ for this conversation, right? Women are too low IQ for dating market conversation, right? Because they cannot distinguish between dating market and the human experience or the human, I don't know, societal, right? Whatever. Because in the dating market is different than just general human life. You're not leftover in human life because it don't matter, right? You have a job, you're making money, you're successful, great. You're not a leftover in society. You are a fucking leftover in the dating market. What man do you want wants you? None. So you're leftover.
I'm just not. I'm going to be a 5-star meal, a main course at 85 years old. You don't have to agree.
To who? To who? Who's eating your old ass meal? Who's drinking that spoiled ass milk? Who? What man? Again, Kendra has a dating show and she can't even distinguish dating to like conventional life. Who is drinking your spoiled ass milk? Nobody. You're fucking single at 46.
Your opinion does not matter. I'm not running for a president. Your vote does not count for my life. So you can have your opinion, but
I agree, Heather. I agree. Success isn't measured by money. What's a legacy without a family? 100%. Right? Again, this is why Kendra has a single man mindset. The most important thing for human beings to do is reproduce, is have a family. That's my view, right? The most important thing a human being can do is create a family. That is a legacy. Your money disappears when you're dead. Your money disappears when you're dead. Your children will go on and on and on. This is the thing where I had a client, right? And she was talking to me like she literally created generations. Generations. From her, generations have generations of engineers, doctors, I don't know, amazing people came from her. Thanks to her, she has created generations of people. That is women's power. Making money, great for you as an individual. Means what? Once you're dead, it's gone.
Your opinion only affects you. As I said, I will not be a leftover even at the age of 90. As long as I'm alive, I'm never going to be a leftover. And that video was on my page. And then there was a woman in the comment section that said, you are a leftover and you just need to agree to it. And I said, again, if you consider yourself a leftover, then that's your business. But I'm never going to consider myself a leftover. And she said, I would never be a leftover because I'm married to the man I have 3 kids with and he's a provider. Now I responded, and I'm going to tell you in advance, what I said was very cocky, but she brought me there and I had to make a point. And the point that I said, listen, girlfriend, if you like it, I love it, but your husband is the bar of your life. And I'm quite sure I make more than your husband in 1 month than he does in a year. So that
means what? Means what? It's like she talks like a fucking man. She talks like a man. She makes more. So what? Her money goes to what? Buying jewelry? Buying clothes, right? Buying fucking wigs means what? Make more than a man, great for you, means nothing. This is a thing where, what is it? This is a thing where when you value money more than anything else, it's honestly depressing. When you value money more than anything else, it's very shallow, very hollow. All she cares about, all Kendra cares about is the dollar bill. Great for her. I'm not saying that the dollar bill is amazing, right? But when in life, all you care about is the dollar bill, that shit is shallow as shit, right? And that's the life she lives in. Means you got money is all. You're going to sit with that money all by yourself, totally. Yep, being totally alone, all alone one day. Like she's alone right now. She goes to her house by herself. I mean, again, this is a thing where it's copium, right? It's like, again, I've said this before, right? I was unhappy. So unhappiness, I fulfilled my happiness with all this shit, with all the collectibles and all this shit. Yo, Wonder, what is up, my brother? What is up?
Jesus first. I think it's very important to talk about every marriage is not equal, okay? Just being married to me is not
okay. Everyone's life is not equal. What
a flex. Being married and having a wholesome marriage and you can still be your complete self, now that's a flex. Now listen, like I said 1,000 times, if it works for you, you like it, I love it. It's your life, girlfriend. As an example of happiness, I don't want to switch places. I like my life. I wake up every day. Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, sometimes I wake up every day and I can't even believe this shit. My life used to be a dream. It used to be a dream and now it is literally my reality. And I don't want to switch places with none of you girls. There was a time I used to want Beyonce's life until I realized how hard Beyonce worked. Beyonce worked too damn hard, y'all. Let me tell you something. Beyonce don't cancel concerts in the rain. I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't saying my utmost respect. I decided she could have that life, child. Feel that I'm not happy. Why is it important for you to believe that, yes, I'm successful, yes, life is still going for me, but she's not happy? You know, that is what I can't.
I hate that we constantly need to measure happiness, right? It's like, and this is kind of women's thing, right? Happiness. It's kind of a women mindset, right? Men just like, I'm content. That is it, right? Because happiness is so fleeting. Nobody is happy 24/7. That is delusional. So to measure life by happiness is honestly idiotic. Now you can be content, right? You can be content. And this is why men want peace, right? Because men want contentment, right? This is why men constantly say peace. Because they want contentment. Happiness every day, every minute of your life, constantly seeking happiness. It is like a fucking delusional ass shit. So no duh, Kendra, keep on talking about happiness. Bitch, nobody is happy 24/7.
My mind around until I figured it out. Misery loves company. And I am people's worst nightmare. Let me break it down to you. I am a lot of people's worst nightmare because I'm a black woman. I'm a woman. Let's start there. I'm a woman first. You cannot convince me that I am less than ever, honey. And I'm going to keep going. And it's been my secret to my success that people cannot brainwash me to live at the limits that they really have for their lives. See, what happens is it comes across as hate. Like, I know that the people in the comment section at times, and I'm learning to pray more for them, for life. And when you see my life, it makes you so upset to see a person so happy, so fulfilled with all the things that you think are required, without the things that you think are required to be fulfilled. Ooh, that pisses you.
I mean, like I said, right? Like I said in the beginning of the video, right? On the individual level, yeah, probably Kendra is happy, I guess. But statistically, married women are happier than single women. Statistically, married women are happier than single women. Statistically, right? Studies have shown that is true. Now, Fine. If Kendra's happy, fucking, that's her life, right? Who cares? I think a lot of people should stop caring about these individual women's lives. For me, right? I always say this, right? I do reaction videos. I don't give a shit about your life. I don't care, right? I don't care how you want to live your life. I don't give a shit if how women want to live their life. I don't care how men want to live their life. This is why I do reaction videos, because when I do care, right, is then you come online and then spew that shit. And Kendra has, right, on Kevin Samuel's shows, right, years ago when he was alive, right, Kendra went on his show to talk about her dating life. She was unhappy with her dating life, right, and she wanted his advice. This is a thing where when women come online to say men ain't shit, men are liars, men are cheaters, there's no good men, where are the good men at, all the stuff you see women say online, that's when I care, right? Why? Because that's when I hold you accountable, right? You are the problem, right? That's when I pick at your hypocrisies, your delusions, right? Your insanities. But if you don't say shit, I don't give a shit, right? Like I said, I'm a reaction. I'm going to react to the shit you say. I don't care, right, about your life. So I don't care if Kendra is happy or not, right? Because it means nothing to me. And I think most people should think that, right? It means nothing to me. But if Kendra goes online and say men ain't shit, or I can't find a good man, all like the spew of all these other women, oh, now I'm gonna say shit. Now I'm gonna go about it.
You off. I know it does. I know it does, and I can see right through it because.
Yes, I don't care. I really don't care. On the individual level, if you're happy, if you're sad, if you're, I don't know, whatever. I don't care. Because honestly, it's your life. We are all adults. We are accountable for our own actions.
You are speaking out loud, and I wonder this: if you are so happy, focus on me. You should try to do the same. You shouldn't be worried about the people on the internet if you are genuinely happy. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of people are not genuinely happy. And you have to know this, and this is why you cannot allow them to have.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't genuinely happy. A lot of single people aren't generally happy. Right? A lot of single people aren't generally happy.
You move into their mansion of misery because misery loves company. Now, I want to stay on theme, and there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about when it comes to marriage. So let's break down marriage in this time of the day, 2025. But, you know, this video is going to live forever. So you might watch this in 2030 or whenever you watch it. But right now it's 2025. It's a whole new world, okay? It's a whole new marriage right now is difficult for a lot of people because you got.
I will say this, right? I do not support men getting married if you're not going to have a child. So, in my opinion, Kendra does not qualify for marriage because people like Kendra, women like Kendra, are a financial risk. My brothers, don't get, personal opinion, this is how I would do it, right? Don't get married if you're not going to have kids. I see marriage, right, as a man giving women financial security in a way, right? I'm signing this contract to be with you, to provide for you, to be there with you, to be your partner. While women are giving men their legacy, right? Giving men their legacy, right? So it's like tit for tat, right? For women that are over the hill, past the wall, not worth it. All you're doing is getting financial risk, right? So this is why I understand why older men would go for younger women. Now, if you're not having children with these younger women, you're a stupid old man, right? You're a stupid old man, right? Because the eggs are not there. The eggs are not there. If you're not using the eggs, you don't buy it, right? Don't buy it.
Social media. That is the number one thing you got to think about when it comes to social media. There was a time I feel like men kind of have been men forever, and there are some genuinely amazing men, like truly amazing men, and they are a part of my life. So you know what? Cheers. And on the internet, baby.
Can't go around feeling bad for women since they go around saying men are useless and don't need a man. And I can get, yeah, I agree. I don't feel bad for women, right? Again, this is why I said I'm a reaction channel. I don't feel bad for women, right? We're all adults. I don't feel bad for no one, really, right? We're all adults. We choose what to do with our lives. Again, when you come online and spew your shit to the public, I'm going to hold you accountable for that shit.
And one thing I've learned in life, in person, they have no, I don't want to use the word coof, but they're small. They're small in person, but they can be a giant online. But to me, you're still small because I can see right through you, right? So I think that sometimes because of the comment section and some of the men that I have to respond to at times, you're the men that I know are not happy. And that's why God's working on me. I'm working to pray more and feel, because happy people don't talk and say the certain things on the internet in the comment section that a lot of men have stated. But
it's ridiculous. You cage everything by fucking happiness. It's like, this is the thing. This is the low IQ of a lot of women. If the basis of your point of views is happiness, you are delusional. You are idiotic. You cannot be happy 24/7. You can't go about life thinking about happiness. This is the problem with women, right? Why do you think 70% of divorces are filed by women? Because they constantly think about happiness. You don't make me happy, I'm leaving you. You don't make me happy, I'm going to find someone else. You don't make me happy, I'm going to cheat on you. It's this mindset that you need to make me happy. Happiness. Bitch, just be fucking content, right? This is why I said it. Men want peace because men know peace is contentment, right? You are content. You are evened, right? This is why stoic men are important. You are evened. You're not depressed. You're not depressed. You're not happy. You're not sad. You're not whatever. It's contentment, right? Happiness. You can find happiness on your own. You can do this is why I said this before. Men have the greatest fucking hobbies. Men have the greatest hobbies. Fishing. Men even do cooking, cars, sports, geek shit, gaming, all this shit. Men find happiness with hobbies, right? Men definitely are happy with their women, right? Men are definitely happy with their children. But this is the thing. Men don't put all their happiness onto other people. Men don't put all their happiness onto women and children, right? Because that's delusional. You cannot expect someone else to make you happy 24/7. This is why men have fucking hobbies. Men have hobbies, right? I'm sorry, my brothers. Get a hobby if you don't have one. Get a hobby if you don't have one, right? Because you should not put your happiness onto others, right? Because then you become expectant. And then, like women, if you're unhappy, you will blame the man. You will blame the partner. Red Door, what is up, my brother? I would never trade my marriage or husband or my wonderful children and grandchildren for money. See, Red Door knows it, right? And she is an accomplished woman, right? She has done a lot in her life. But even she feels her value, right? The biggest part of her life is the generation she creates, right? It's the family she has and the family she has made, right? Thanks to being a woman. Women don't understand their power is creating generations.
I wonder why some of you men can't get wives. A woman would happily choose a dog than to be married to you. And I think that's a hard pick.
A woman that would choose a dog over a man, let her be single, right?
That's why you would buy a dog and die alone.
Let her. Like like the Godfather himself said.
That's why you would buy a dog and die alone.
Let them, right? Again, this is the thing, right? This is why I promote my brothers. Leave these women alone, right? Don't approach these modern day women, right? We're not the players, we're not the bad boys, right? Let these women alone. Leave them alone. Don't approach them, don't bother with them. Get your passport, travel the world, my brothers, right? That's good for you. I'm telling you, right? Traveling the world is good for you. You know what? This is the thing. I don't think women have hobbies, right? They don't. This is why Kendra can say the shit she says, because the one hobby women do have is buying a whole lot of shit, right? The one hobby a lot of women have, a lot of women share, is buying. And the good thing for her, she has a lot of money. That's why she can say the shit she says, right? Because money fills the hole of her unhappiness. So of course she's happy. Money fills that hole. For men, right? Men fill it with hobbies. But again, hobbies, it doesn't take away from, okay, you're happy with your wife. When you're not happy with your wife, you do hobbies, right? When you're not happy with your children, and sometimes you are happy with your children, but sometimes you're not. You have hobbies. This is why men are amazing with hobbies. Monster, what is up, my brother? As she has her boobies pushed up. Yes. I mean, she is.
For some men to swallow, because women are just not agreeing to be attached and to have a spiritual well-being under attack and under anxiety and being stressed out because she's married to you. Okay. Now I do want to flip this. There are some quality men who
Great. I've said this before. Men need to walk away.
Women take them through. And that's not right either, because, and I think we should just revert and talk about that right now. I think there are women who say they want to be married, but don't really know the sacrifice of a wife. There are women who want the wedding day, want the honeymoon, want the bragging rights of being a wife, but don't really want the job description. They want the job title, but they don't want the job description. And like I said earlier, if you cannot marry a man and agree that death do us part, then you just shouldn't marry that man.
I do give Kendra credit, right? Where she knew that she can't be a wife, so she doesn't, right? She's not just going for a title, right? So I give Kendra credit, right? I'll give credit where credit is due. She knows that she won't be able to be a wife, so she doesn't go for it.
And we are living in a time where there are some women who just don't know what the sacrifice of being a wife is. And one will say, Kendra, you're not married. How can you speak on marriage? What? That's the dumbest.
I love that. Red Door said it, right? My husband and I both have hobbies. I think it is healthy to have other interests. 100%. The problem with these women that do 70% of these divorces, women don't have any hobbies. They put all their happiness onto their marriage, onto the man, onto the children. So if you're unhappy, you will blame the partner. So if you're unhappy and you blame the partner, you will leave the situation where you think is the source of your unhappiness.
Shit. Let me tell you why it's dumb. I don't have to get married to learn what marriage is. They make on a daily basis. Also, I told you I was engaged, and it was a real engagement, not a play. We really took it serious. And in taking it serious, I learned that you have to decide that he comes first, not your dream, not your journey. He comes first. And guess what? I was wise enough to say, that's not what I want.
And that's why I heard this story before. That's why I give her credit, right? I'll give credit where credit is due. I mean, Kendra knows that, you know what? She's not fit to be a wife. But no surprise that at 46, she has nobody. So I'll give credit where credit is due. And Kendra doesn't complain. She's not complaining that she can't find a man or any of that shit. So I give credit where credit is due. Right?
Not my truth. I'm not giving up who God birthed me to be in order to say I'm somebody's wife. I'm not shrinking. Okay? I'm not shrinking, but I'm not shrinking for a man. I'm not shrinking for no one. 93. So I feel like I'm going to be here at least to 93. Okay? But with that being said, I am at the point in my life, I'm not shrinking for a attached to that. Great. If you can't, sorry, I'm not shrinking for no. I'm just not shrinking. Is in order for you to get married, you have to become less than, well, y'all can have that shit, because I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm not. And then if it's like, well, you can be your complete self, but you have to be the breadwinner and take care of the man that could be a part of your life. Now, here's the deal. Let me say this. I'm not against a woman making more than her man. That's actually more common than y'all know. I think a lot of women, I wish you guys knew that, because I feel like a lot of women admire marriages, not knowing that sometimes the marriage that you're admiring, the woman is the breadwinner. And like I said again, and I'll say it again, if you like it, I love it. There's nothing wrong with that. But I say this, I have worked extremely hard to be where I am. I have invested a lot of money to be where I am. it would be very difficult for me to just have a man laying up in my house because he got a pretty face and a nice package and he could give me the husband package. I'm not, being married ain't that important.
I mean, Kendra knows that she's the problem, right? Again, she can't find a man that is at her level or better. She can't find a man to commit to her that's at her level or better. She doesn't want a man that's below her level. So, this is why at 46, she's still single. Not because she's happy and she don't need no man. No, it's because she can't find the man that she wants to commit to her, right? 100%. Right? She can't find the man that she wants to commit to her. And this whole, this is why the whole happiness is kind of like, it's kind of stupid, because when women say that they're single by choice, to be technically single by choice, right? This is the problem with a lot of these women, right? To be technically single by choice, you have to have a choice, right? In the sense that it's the man that you want and you choose not to want him, right? He's exactly the man that you want and you choose not to want him, right? That's the thing, right? You have to choose not to want the man that you want. Choosing men that you don't want, right? I mean, not choosing men that you don't want, it's not necessarily single by choice. It's just that you don't have the choices you want. So you're just single.
Okay? Being married to a man ain't that important to me that I'm going to go buy one and let him live up and benefit off of everything that I built. No, girlfriend, it ain't that important to me, child. But if it's that important to you, and if it...
But I don't know. She'd probably be one of the people who would date a man that makes more than her.
It makes sense. Voice for the women who truly are happily not married, and society is just having a difficult time accepting it. And as I said, they're having a difficult time accepting, like my grandmother did. But there's no guarantee to that. So I'm going to waste the second that I have that's guaranteed, which is this moment right now, and not be happy. Because when I tell you this, and I mean it to my soul, there is a person that is praying for your problems. Okay, there's much money you're breathing. There's a person in the hospital that's on a ventilator that wish they could, that's homeless, that wish they could wish they could trade places with you. God sees it all. Okay, God sees it all. So to me, it's an insult to.
This is why men in general have stepped away from the church, because we have these older, single, bitter women. We have these women who, in my opinion, again, I'm not a Bible thumper, so maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm wrong. This is just my glancerary, right? My glancerary view of religion, right? So that's why I'm going to preference it, right? But I believe that God promotes family, right? He promotes family unity, right? He promotes women being mothers, women being wives, not women being boss bitches, right? That's not what, again, this is what I believe, right? This is what I think. So assuming, right? So you can correct me if I'm wrong. God is not promoting women to be boss bitches. God promotes women to be wives, to be wife and mother, right? So women, God isn't out here is like saying, you go girl, go get the bag. I don't think God is doing that, right? But yet, it's women like this that constantly spew God, right? Constantly spew God, but don't really follow the teachings of God. That's what I think, right? It's women like this that don't really, like a lot of these women, right? A lot of these single mothers, these divorced women spew, I want a God-fearing man. God this, God that, God this, God that. Yet when you look at their life, literally it is counterintuitive to God's teachings. So really, bitch, shut up. Stop it. Stop it with the God shit. Just say that you want to do what you want to do. Just be honest. Spewing God is like, oh, it's not my fault, right? God did it, right? God is telling me to do it. God is pushing me to do it. God created me to do this. No, you are doing it yourself. You are a heathen, right? That's not really following God's teachings, and you're doing it yourself. Just be honest, right? Again, This is why men have walked away from religion. Because of single mothers and bitter ass old women have tainted religion.
God, if you don't use your moments of life and are happy in it. And that's why I'm happy not married, because in this moment, I'm not married, but I am happy and I am grateful. And I know that I am blessed. I don't want to use the word lucky. I know that I am blessed that God has allowed me to be a voice. But I'm happy in this moment. Like, single women are not depressed.
What was that transition?
Time with her family. She is planning trips. She is dating. I mean, I don't know why y'all think that just because a woman's not in a relationship, she's not dating. I mean, that's the whole thing. And I said this on the Tamara Hall show.
Great. You're racking up either body counts or traumatic experiences. Great. You're wasting men's time and your own. Get out of the fucking dating market, Kendra. You're fucking old and over the hill. Just get out of, again, this is the thing. This is why you're leftover. This is why you're a leftover woman, right? Because you're still in the dating market. You're promoting women that are over the hill, past the wall, still be in the dating market. With this mindset, with her particular mindset. She doesn't want to be a wife. She barely wants to be in a relationship. Right? She's so egotistical, so selfish, and yet this is what you want to promote? It's like, this is a thing where everything she says will be more valid if she gets out of the dating market, right? Just stop dating. Stop dealing with men in the dating aspect. Because when you deal with men in the dating aspect, that means everything men say is true. You are a leftover woman. You have hit the wall, right? You're past your prime. All the shit that you're unhappy, right? Because at your age, you're still trying to find a man. At your age, you're still trying to find a man. 46, yes, 46-year-old. She's cooked, right? And that's the problem. If you, as a woman who's 46, is out of the dating market, nothing a man says can affect you or is valid, in my opinion, right? Yo, self-made, what is up, my brother? What is up? Nothing a man says would really be valid because you're out of the dating market. A man saying you hit the wall means nothing to you because you're not finding a man. You're not looking for a man. You're not dating, right? A man that says you're leftover means nothing to you because you're not dating. You're not looking for a man. But since you are dating, since you're in the dating market, everything men say is true.
And child, baby, y'all could not handle it when I said I got a roster and made the best man win.
Roster, just men just tapping it.
Single does not mean Cameron. Hit me up on Instagram, Kendra G Media. You better have a couple of dates. And if you're not dating and you're not attracting men,
damn annoying.
well, then it's time for you to get yourself together. It could be a me time season. And a me time season could be, I don't know, maybe getting a better wig or getting your real hair. That's not what this is about. Get a gym pass, get a makeover, go outside, meet people. I have a dating app, of course. Okay? You're not dead, so don't act dead. Okay? Point blank, period. So in this...
Yeah, so this is the thing where, again, this is the thing, right? She's 46 and she's just like for the streets. She's for the streets, right? She's a 304. I'm quite sure this roster of hers, quite a few of these men are tapping it. I'm quite sure. Right? Kendra's, I'm sure.
Non-married season, it's not a time for you just to be on your couch, eating chips, yourself together. Because if your desire is marriage, your desire is companionship, and you are not attracting men that want to date you, well, it is time for you to look in the mirror and do some self-reflection and make some changes. Okay? Now, you can be happy and not be married. That's what this whole theme is about. But I know for certain, a lot of women do desire marriage. And let's break down marriage, because I hear this, they say, is it unrealistic to even want to be married at a certain age? And here's the deal. Marriage, I think, is amazing. It doesn't make or break my life, though. Like, if I died tomorrow and the story was she never got married, that would not hurt my feelings, like at all. But for some women, they are very much attached to being married. And what I would say to those women, you need to date And you need to keep that in mind and decide what you can accept and understand the reality of marriage and not your Disneyland fairy tale version of marriage. And I always say this, get you some married friends in real life, because married friends in real life will tell you the truth. I have a lot, well, literally mostly all my friends are married. They don't tell the stuff that they tell me on social media.
I agree. See Grippa. See Grip. It's not a flex to be able to get D down every man, but never wifed up by a man whom you truly desire and respect. 100%. 100%. It is not a flex to have a roster. It is not a flex to have a roster of men you don't want, right? And men that don't really want to wife you. You just have a roster of men that will date you, have sex with you, and move on to finding an actual wife.
Why would they? I don't even encourage them to do so. But every marriage is different, and everyone has gone through certain things. And I think if you get married friends in real life, they're going to tell you the truth. And then you will learn for yourself, can you make that sacrifice? Were you born truly to be a wife? I know we talk about this, but were you really born to be a wife? And I'm talking to the women who are gun-ho on getting married, because there's a large portion of women who are gun-ho on getting married. And if that is you, really do some self-assessment. I cannot answer these questions for you. You know, I believe in God. If you don't believe in God, it's going to be very hard for me to really tell you anything, because God really is my...
I mean, this is the thing where I believe in, you know what, human beings are put on this earth to have children. I believe human beings are put on this earth to have children. So I want more kids, right? Just how it is, right? So I love my daughter and I want more kids.
Source, and I have a direct line. I have a direct line. And you got to ask the questions and tell God to reveal to you the of advice, and every human...
I find these women unbearable talking about God.
Is supposed to follow it, and that's just not the truth. What may work for one person just may not work for you. Be okay with that. You know, on the theme of marriage, I can look at someone's marriage and be so excited, and so she would be married, but the type of man she wants to marry doesn't want to marry her. Who is this imaginary man that you think I want to marry that doesn't want to marry me? Let me tell you something, honey.
Correct. There's nobody. There's nobody. So you don't want a man. You can't find the right man that fits your criteria. So, okay, no duh, you don't want to marry.
I don't want to marry anyone that doesn't want to marry me. So that's just not at all, because let me tell you something. The moment you don't want me is the moment I don't want you. It's like, it's that fast for me, okay? And I think the other narrative is I can be married. I can literally be married to wealthy men, okay? Those options have been presented to me. But because I am so in tune to the reality of what it will be, I knew.
It's not a flex to say that you can settle, right? It's not a flex. This is why, Kendra, I'm not like, I can give credit when credit's due, but it's like, this is where I'm holding, stupidity accountable. It's not a flex to say that you will settle. You can settle for a man at any moment. It's not. I'm not like, Kendra's wealthy and Kendra's not ugly, right? So and I've said this before, right? Even if she's ugly, it doesn't matter, right? Like, whether you're ugly, pretty, fat, skinny, rich, poor, right? A baby mama, like no kids, you can always find a man, right? It's not a flex. This is a thing where women don't understand. It's not a flex just getting a man. Hell, it's not a flex getting a relationship. It's not a flex getting a marriage. It's more of a flex getting a man that you want to want you and commit to you. That is the flex, right? If you can find a man that you want and he wants you to commit to you, that is a flex. Just finding a man means nothing. Women walk out the door can find a man.
I would be married, but would I be happy? Happy. Feeling a certain type of...
She says these words like so often, right? Like so many times. Happy, God. It's like, seriously.
A way about it. And my answer was no. Now they'll say, well, that's wealthy men. What about the other men who maybe don't have as much money as you? And you should just marry him because he's going to treat you good. And so what? No. Believe I would
God, her laughter is absolutely annoying.
marry him, just like y'all don't expect.
Alpha, Kendra G is a leftover woman, period. Why do we even consider her for anything in terms of dating and mating? 100%. RIP KS. 100%. Exactly. 100% I agree. She is a leftover woman who is trying to fringe happiness, right? Again, money is money, right? Of course money can make people happy. Could it make people happy actually fulfill people? I don't know. Right? But money is happiness. But I think it's shallow happiness, right? It's not the same as being with someone you love, that loves you. It's not the same as children.
Expect men who have created you would deem is not worthy of being his wife. I mean, it's a little different for men how they measure things and they say things. You know, it's normally about looks. Do you fit the package? Do you look pretty enough to get the opportunity to be claimed by a high value man? I'm gonna break down high value man in my next episode. High value man is a myth. We'll break that down in the next episode. But staying on target for the conversation of what they say. Are you qualified? Which means, are you young enough? Are you pretty enough? Are you feminine enough? Are you going to be quiet? Are you going to offer peace? That's what you have to be to win that
Yo, Organic, what is up, my brother? What is up?
package from that man that built all that he did. And guess what? You like it, I love it. But just like he, do I.
She likes to repeat these little phrases over and over again.
Okay? Stand on. If I marry a man, he is a lucky somebody because I take marriage seriously. Okay? I'm the person that would be there for my husband to death do us part, regardless of what life throws at us. But the bottom line is this: alignment is key. And I have met some awesome men that I have been in relationships with. But you then get to a point where you decide or you learn you can't grow together any further. And that is okay. Nothing on a life journey. And what I love so much about my journey, every relationship has taught me so much about myself. And it has taught me that
I think Kendra has some surgery, right? Maybe boobs. Maybe a bit on the face. So I do think Kendra has some surgery.
it's okay to love because that's what we're here to do in your life, and it is not the right thing for you to do. Shout out to settling. Okay, I love talking about settling. See, I think that, and I don't want to get lost on this money conversation in my own personal.
That's beautiful. Life givers. Yeah. I mean, again, this is the thing where throughout history, right? Throughout nations, throughout, human history, women are very powerful, right? Women are very important because they give life, right? They are the incubators of life. I think it's sad that modern day women have honestly give up that kind of mindset. I think it's sad. This is the thing where this is why I say, my brothers, don't deal with Western women. Don't stop dealing with Western women. Let these women, right? Let these women go extinct, right? If these women can go extinct and my brothers go travel the world and find women that actually want to be mothers, we will be producing the next generation that don't think like that.
Personal thoughts of it, but let's break down settling. Do I think that money matters in marriage? Of course money matters in marriage. Like, people, money matters. Okay, when you get to a certain level in life, money matters. But does it outweigh the key characteristics that I believe are important for marriage? Absolutely not. And I talked about this on my friend Latera's podcast, Dear Wifey, and I was saying that, God has blessed me with a father who is very reminiscent of God. God is my father, and then I have a human father who holds me down and loves me as such, and is the reason why I will always love Black men, because my father is a Black man, and the type of love that my father has had for me throughout my lifetime, like since birth. My father has been in my life since I came out of my mother's, private areas. It is incredible. This type of love, I truly hope everyone gets to experience it. But sometimes you don't experience with the father. Sometimes you experience it with an uncle or your husband or who knows, your grandfather. I don't know the life plan that God has sent for you. But I want to go back to settling. I get a lot of women that come on my show a lot of times and they're saying they will not settle. They're not going to settle. And usually money is a part of the conversation. Here's the deal. You like it, I love it. It's your life. That is fair. But I can say sometimes there are quality men that might align with you, because I do believe in alignment, who may not make as much. And they will say, well, Kendra, if that's truth for me, why isn't that truth for you? Who says that it's not truth for me? Just because I'm not married in this moment.
She literally said, like, just a few minutes ago, she literally said she wouldn't get with a man that makes less than her. I swear to God, the more women talk, the more stupid they sound.
Doesn't mean the game is over, right? Like, I know people.
The game is over, right? The game is essentially over. It's not impossible. It's improbable.
Have count that out for me. And I'm not even saying that it's happening for sure. I don't know what God has planned, but what I will say is it doesn't make or break my life. But I am dating, okay? I know y'all don't see nobody on social media. You ain't gonna see them, okay? But I am dating, and I'm dating quality people, and it's not about bank accounts. And since y'all want to know, they not broke. You know, it is what it is. It's just the life that the people I surround. I am living by the same thing that I tell you to do. And I feel a lot of women really haven't dealt with a lot of men that have a lot of money, because these Negroes are so disrespectful at times, trying men to prove to them that their money is power, because they tolerate disrespect. And they tolerate the disrespect because of what they gain being attached to the man that has money. And listen, you like it, I love it, it's your life. To that, I believe settling is not attached to money. I believe if you find a man that aligns to your life, now hear me when I say this, aligns to your life, because there's some men who just don't align to your life and can be great men.
I don't know. I didn't see. But I mean, I wouldn't put it past her for having some surgeries.
And that's not who I'm talking about, because he doesn't align to your life. And I use this example all the time, but it's just, you know, the best example to use. Candy and Todd. Candy, obviously, she is a badass woman, talented beyond measure, you know, Atlanta Housewives, you know, a producer, an actress, a singer. I mean, the talents God gave her are just, the list goes on, and very wealthy. And when she met Todd, he was a part of the production team for Atlanta Housewives. He did not make the money that she made, but their alignment, although he didn't have the coin, he had the alignment, and he added on to her life, and they have 2 children together. So that's what I'm talking about when I say, if you can meet a man, that's really about the very successful woman. What about the woman who does not have that much money?
She does.
Get into it. I understand. You like, well, I ain't got money, so I need help myself. You like it, I love it, and it's dead. So settling, to me, listen, if you have a man that can be by your side, that could be there on your worst day, that will be with you in the hospital if life happens and now you're on a situation on your deathbed. And I always use this example. If you are in a coma and a person has to make the decision on whether you live or dollar attached to that, there's just not one, okay? But it does become more difficult when you get to a certain tax bracket, and I do understand that. But again, if you are a woman and being married is so important to you, don't get blind by the money if you can't handle what comes along with it. I respect it. I say, if that's what you want, go for it, girlfriend, but don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. And then someone will say, well, you're saying that all men that have money will cheat. I'm not saying that, okay? I'm not saying that all men with money cheat. What I am saying is, actually, I know a lot of men with money who don't cheat, but there's also a lot of men with money I know who just don't have a desire to get married. It doesn't make sense for them. Like, they have built a life without a wife, and
I don't have an X-Men book up here. These are all Avengers, right? These are all Avengers. That isn't an X-Men book. That is the X-Men game, right? That is an X-Men game. That is the Super Nintendo X-Men game, right? So it's not a comic book, if that's what you're talking about, right? That right there isn't a game. It's not a comic book, right? It's a game. That is a game. Yeah. It's the Super Nintendo X-Men. I don't know. I don't really know them, right? The Candy and Todd thing, I don't really know them. So
are happy with dating and dating as long as they desire, you know? And also, when you have money attached, you shrink your pool. You have to know this. Like, you can have a dollar amount attached, a requirement, but just know the pool of options is now smaller. My advice is to date and be happy. You know, you're not checking for nobody because you're happy. And if a guy really wants to be with you, he is going to do it. He's going to lock it in. If he doesn't lock it in, okay, you're good. There's 7 billion people on this planet. Why are you crying over one?
I do agree to that. My brothers travel the world. Fuck these Western women, right? Stop dealing with these Western women. If you make money, right, travel the world. Travel the world. Get your money as close to 6-figure as you can. Get your net worth as close to 6-figure as you can. And travel the world. Stop dealing with these modern ass Western women.
Don't make no sense to me. I cannot fathom it. The world is large. The world you not being married is about. It's a time that you can be selfish. In every relationship I've ever been in, I've always had to conform and compromise. Because discover yourself. And while you're living your best life and discovering yourself, you're going to meet people.
Oh, I definitely want to find a giant size X-Men, right? The giant size X-Men comic book, right? I definitely, yeah, that's on my buy list, right? That to buy more X-Men book is definitely on my buy list, right? Right now I'm trying to save and invest, right? So right now it's not my collecting time, but that's definitely down the road.
Along the way.
I think love is so much important. So it's so important. Money is so fleeting.
You're gonna grow, and then you're gonna be in an environment of a different type of guy because you are now a different woman, and somebody convince you that you're not worthy because you're not married. It's a lie. It's a lie. Salute to the happily married women. God bless you that was your journey, and God is.
I think it is. I think that you're not worthy. Well, I mean, I don't know. What am I saying? Worthy. Worthy is a weird thing. I just think that if you're not married, right, you're not really following the human code, in my opinion, right? In the sense that you don't have a partner, you're not creating the next generation. You're not going against, you're going against the code, right? Which is up to you. It's just that, like I said, I believe human beings are meant to produce the next generation, because if we're not, we would go extinct. That is counterintuitive to the mindset of survival.
Assigned you to a person that you can do life with. Like, you're amazing and we salute you, but you're not better than a non-married woman. A wife is not better than a non-married woman.
Yes. A wife is better than a non-married woman. What's the utility of a non-married woman? What's the utility to society of a non-married woman? What's the utility? What's the utility of Kendra? Creating internet content? What's the utility? It's like you're not producing the next generation, right? You're not filling the population. You're not continuing the human species. So you are essentially, technically, truly less valuable. I'm sorry. Right? Red Door is 1,000, 1 billion times more valuable than Kendra G. And she doesn't even have the money, the amount of money Kendra G has. But Red Door, right, is 1,000 times more valuable, billion times more valuable than Kendra G. Because thanks to Red Door, right, thanks to Red Door, she has produced many human beings, many generations, right? And it's going to continue to generate. So thanks to her, she is reproducing, she is adding to the human species, to the continuation of the human species. Thanks to Kendra, we have online content. Great. Millions, if not billions of people are doing the same shit, right? But it's pointless, right? It's pointless. They're doing the same shit that's pointless. It doesn't really add value to the human species, right? Kendra is less valuable than a married woman. She adds no value to the human species. She adds no value to society. When Kendra's dead, she will be forgotten. When Red Door passes, her generation, her legacy will never be forgotten, right? If her legacy continues, it will never be forgotten. Because every generation is the example of her, right? It is thanks to her that every other generation, right, is being produced. Women that are married are 1,000 billion times more valuable than single women.
That's a lie. God loves you and he loves me too. Without
It doesn't mean that you're valuable, right? It doesn't mean you're valuable to society.
this ring that you have on my finger. It's a lie. And I think that we have to make sure that we make this clear because there's just so many non-married women who feel less than all because a man has not claimed them as a wife.
You are less than. You are less than.
And I did it that a woman is not. There's some truth to that. There is some truth to that. But it's not about a man picking her. It's about the woman picking herself. How much of you be true, but you choose yourself. They say sometimes they're like, Kendra, you're such a pick me because you agree with men. I'm like, yeah, I am a pick me. I literally picked me. I chose myself. Yeah. And because I picked Kendra, I lived the life of my dreams. I love Michelle Obama, and not to brag, but I had a lunch with her many years ago when she was the first lady. It was like 17 women and she dropped so many gems. But one of the things she said that I never forgot is she said, no one's coming to save you, so you better save yourself. And I never forgot that. If you decide to pick yourself, to save yourself, to treat yourself in the face, because guess what? If you woke up today, you better be smiling because somebody didn't wake up today. I think we had people picked me literally, and I will pick me time for herself, who knows herself.
Great. You're selfish. We all know it. Right? You pick yourself. Awesome. Good for you. Right? I mean, I've said this before, right? This is the modern day women. The selfishness, the ego, the narcissism. You pick yourself. Great for you. Means what? Shows you how little value you have, in my opinion. Right? On the individual level, right? One human being is pointless. Right? So Kendra has really no value. No value. Okay? Like I said, Red Door has produced dozens, right? Thanks to her, right? Thanks to her, she is producing a magnitude of people, right? She's creating magnitude of families. There's value in that, right? It's the creation. That is what God cares about. Creation. You being a boss bitch, God doesn't give a shit about that. You are a failure, right? To God's experiments, right? To God's creation, because you're not creating. What is it? What is it? Being fruitful and multiply, right? I think that's a God word, right? That's God's teaching. Be fruitful and multiply. Literally, Kendra's not doing it.
Who can be with you because she wants to be with you. Well, that's the kind of man I don't even want to have a conversation with. We would not work well together. Just like a man can be whole and complete by himself, so can a woman. So I just want women to understand in this non-married season that you are so glorious and to be married, and maybe that is what God wants for you. And maybe that will happen. It could be a strong possibility, but don't wait until you get married to be happy. Be happy right now, because right now is all you got. This is the only moment you have. So you must be happy in this moment to be alive. He still chose you to have breath.
Stop caring about fucking happiness. Right? It's like if you live your life by happiness, you are living your life wrong. Right? If you live your life by the motto of being happy, you're living it wrong. Because you're living it shackled to a temporary feeling.
Your body. He chose you to wake up today. And you're smile on your face, you're living either fearless. I am fearless.
Okay, I think Kendra's going to use the rest of the video to just, I don't know, add to her ego. Doing her, I don't know, her her speeches, whatever. What do you guys think? This is the thing where I've said this before, right? Married women are more valuable than single women. 100%. I'm sorry. As a single woman, right? You are worthless. Worthless. I'm not saying a human. I'm not saying you're a worthless human, right? But again, in the grand scheme of things, right? In the grand scheme of things, you're worthless, right? In the grand scheme of things, you're worthless, or you are less valuable than a married woman. Period. No ands, buts about that, right? I mean, please give me an argument against it. How are you more valuable or equally valuable to a married woman? Please tell me. You doing your arts degree, your fashion degree means fucking what? How does that make you more valuable, right? Or equally valuable? You're fucking not. So, period. Guys, what is up? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Laughing Man, I love you, my brother. I love you. Thank you for being here. C Grip, what is up, my brother? Thank you for being here. Red Door, Big Bars, Organic, my brother. Self-Made, I love you. I love you. Wonder, thank you for being here. You guys are amazing. Heather, thank you for stopping by. Artie, hope to see you on Wednesday. Big Bars, I love you, my brother. Sean, love you, love you. You guys are amazing. Werewolf, thank you for stopping by. And Scott, early on. Guys, you guys are amazing. That is it for the Monday night live stream. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for showing some love. Please check out my YouTube shorts, right? I've been putting a whole lot of YouTube shorts. I really like them, right? So I hope you guys like them too. But yeah, that is it for tonight. I love you guys.